everyone. I am Kung Fu Fruit Cup, and this is Friday evening of Flame Fatales 2023. I know you've all been watching all week. I'm sure you've been having a wonderful time. And listen, we have two Zelda games back to back coming up. Hopefully, it's got to happen because not only do we have Breath of the Wild, but then we also have Tears of the Kingdom. And I know we all love them. We've all been playing them. Such fantastic games. And we have two fantastic runners here to talk about them. So we have EnviroNat and Katie May joining us. How are the two of you doing?
So good.
Doing
Thank you
good.
for having us.
Yeah, of course, of course. Okay, I'm so excited for these. As you can tell, massive Zelda fan myself. That's something I'm like every event ever. I'm like, I need to do a Zelda thing. Like I have to talk to somebody who's doing a Zelda thing or host for a Zelda thing every time. So always happy to chat with people running Zelda games. So I wanted to talk to the two of you about coming up. So first of all, we've got Breath of the Wild, all dog treasures. So Nat, all dog treasures is such a fun category, but this is like the only one that I've seen you run for Breath of the Wild. Like, tell me about what drew you into this category specifically.
Yeah, so I've been wanting to do dog percent since I knew it existed. Like 3 years ago, I started streaming, and I think one of my first sub goals was learn dog percent. I love dogs, and I remember first watching the category and thinking it was so cute, but you do a lot of cool tricks, like it's super technical. And yeah, I didn't even care that much about any percent, where I learned plateau and then I was like, cool, I can move on to dogs. I have recently been learning any percent, and I have also done I've also done a few Link's Awakening, the 2019 one. I've done a few any percent glitchless runs with that as well, but I haven't submitted to.
Oh no, that's okay. I love it. I love hearing just the Zelda love in general, and I feel like there's a lot of stuff that kind of relates from the all dog treasures like techniques to any percent. So like it'll lend itself pretty easily, especially if you're doing more in all dog treasures than you would in like just in any percent.
Yeah,
you're already like on the way, which is great.
yeah. Everyone has to do plateau for regardless of what category you do. So
right, exactly. Is that the first speed run that you learned, by the way, for dog treasures?
Yes, I technically did a speed run of a very small indie game that I'm even blanking the name on, but it was just movement. It was just 20 minutes of just doing the puzzles really quickly. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, I did plateau any percent technically, and then I moved on to dogs.
Well, yeah, I can tell this is like your focus, which is awesome. But I also want to chat with Katie May for a little bit because Tears of the Kingdom, hello,
Yeah.
so good. It's both of these games are so much fun. So I wanted to know for you, because this is, a new game and this is any percent, which is like a constantly evolving category always, especially within the first year, especially when it's a game that's as big as any Zelda game would be. So what has that been like for you? Like constantly having to learn new strats, or like how often does that happen? Like what's the process?
It's been ever changing. From the earlier days where there was very few glitches and it was just like do a bunch of boss fights really quickly, to now where there's all these different clips and tricks. There's new things getting done all the time. Just like different ways that we could possibly like do certain skips or all these different things. I think for the past like month or so, it's kind of settled down, which like can be good or bad depending on how you see it.
Right.
But it's been really crazy to follow along. I remember when Breath of the Wild came out, it was equally as crazy trying to just like follow along with everything. But Tears of the Kingdom has been a lot more broken than that game since it just initially came out, especially with all the patches that it has instead of like earlier versions being a lot buggier. And so all of the new like duplication glitches and like wall clips that get found all the time have been really a fun thing to follow along with.
Yeah, and I'm sure as the game is being continually patched, which is, not always fun for speedrunning, but as that's happening, I'm sure that it's also affected like which version is best to run on, because new things can continually be found, and I'm wondering if like they're found in later patches, which then might override older ones, and so you never know which is going to be the best version to play on. There's like so much to go into it. Like, what do you think's been the hardest obstacle for you to have to focus on as you're learning this ever-changing run?
I think just like the difficulty of the glitches. Like there are certain things that get taken out, but whatever version you're playing on, the run has gotten to a certain point where like to just follow along with like the basic route that everyone sort of does. You do all these really hard glitches that are like
エピソードワイルドで
it's
ご
hard
ざ
to
い
like
ま
every
す。
single segment of the run has some hard trick that you have to
お
sort
時
of figure
間
out and like
は、
really practice out. And so it's just
大体、
it's really
5
crazy to just like
50
sort of
日本時間で
perfect.
50分過ぎぐらいに
Yeah, I know. I've
始
seen
ま
a
る、
couple of
ま
them
だ
so
10分
far,
ほど
and like
時間、
because now that I've finally
休
finished
憩
the
時
game,
間
right, I
ご
can
ざ
watch
い
them
ま、
again,
ご
and I've just
Yeah.
seen
あると
from
思
like
うの
trying to
で、
get through that like
お
end
手洗い
war, like
等
you know what I mean?
ある
Mhm.
方
So
は
good to see
今
that.
のう
Even
ち
that
に
looks like really tough on its own,
行
and
くのも
just
よろしい
getting
の
the
ではない
game,
で
I
しょう
can
か。
imagine. So
あと、
before
お
I let
水
you go, I wanted to
と
talk to the both of you
買っ
really
取っ
quick
てくだ
because
さい
you're
ね。
both running obviously these open world
では、
style
もうし
Zelda
ば
games.
しお
What
待
do
ち
you
くだ
think
さい
kind
ま
of makes them
せ。
either better or
失礼
perhaps
します。
more challenging of a run than compared to like other Zelda titles? So we can start with you, Nat.
Yeah, for me, from what I've witnessed, and at least experience between Link's Awakening
し
to
まった
Breath of the
再
Wild
び
is like the physics
あ
of
の
like a lot of the tricks that you do
残念
with
ながら
like
司会者、ブレ
and
ス
which I think is
オブ
also present in
ザ
Tears
ワ
of
イ
the
ル
Kingdom
ド、
with Breath of the
1
Wild with like
年
sharp
生で
turns
ご
and
ざいま
everything
し
like that.
て、
It's like and also the movement like it's just kind of
も
makes it a
う
lot
見
harder,
知ら
at least for me with other
か
games that I've
説明
been
に
slowly learning for
なり
speedruns
ま
and
す。解
such.
説者さん
I
いらっ
just
しゃら
really
な
need
い
to
の
grind
で、
it out, and it's just so difficult.
もしも
Yeah, yeah,
解
that's
説で
totally
きる
fair.
ぞ
Like,
っ
what about
ていう
you,
方
Katie? What have you
と、
noticed?
イベントの性質
Yeah,
上ね、
so the open
政
world
治
Zelda
人、
games,
女性または
different from
政
comparing
治
the
人が
previous
女性
Zelda
の方
games, the 3D ones to the open
しか
world ones. It's very different,
か
especially with Breath of the
喋る
Wild,
ことは
because
で
of
きないので
how
すが、
like
チャッ
dynamic
ト
the game is.
欄
Like
でも
it's
野生の
um
解説者さ
a
ん
lot
い
of
ら
the
っし
older
ゃい
Zelda
ました
games are
ら、
much more, I guess, like
助けていただけ
they're
ると
because they're
幸
smaller
いで
games,
ご
they're
ざい
much more
ます。
like how do I put it into words? There are
と
tricks from
い
Breath
う
of
ご
the
連
Wild
絡で
that
ご
like
ざいました
depending on where you are in the world,
も
make
う
the
し
most
ばしお
mistakes
待
of
ち
like
ください
lag or
ま
all these
せ。
small things. A lot of small things in such a big game can really add up for Breath of the Wild specifically. And for Tears of the Kingdom, that can also manifest as well, which is like all of the items that you can find and like the fact that it's just such a big world really makes it a lot different compared to running the older Zelda games just for like the tricks and like playing it itself.
Right, exactly. Like you have so much farther to travel. It's like going through the ocean, like super swimming in Wind Waker, for example, to like
Yeah.
a whole new level. And you
Mhm.
both have to do it in different ways because you both have different types of movement based on like the
Mhm.
skills that you're given, whether it's on the Sheikah Slate or in like the ultra hand style. So I know that these are both going to be amazing runs. Thank you so much for chatting with me. I cannot wait to see them both. And please make sure we see Tears. I'm putting that out there. We need to see them both back to back. We need both of these Zelda games. And you've heard it from here from both of them that like they're going to be amazing and they're really excited about it. And I don't know, I'm so excited to see. So thank you both for
It's been
chatting
awesome.
and best of luck on both of your runs. Thank you all very much. Next up, Breath of the Wild. Stick around.
Hello, I am your host Pacific. Welcome back to the penultimate day of Flame Fatales 2023, benefiting Malala Fund. That's right, we are on our second to last day already, and we are so grateful for all of your support. We have $5 donation from Steph Odell saying, donating to add Coldgate as a name for the Fire Emblem protagonist. Let's keep pushing for 75K. That's awesome. Thank you so much for that donation. We do have so many fun bid wars open for y'all right now. That Fire Emblem Engage named the main character. So now Colgate is in second place, right on. My dude is still in first, though. So if you want to donate towards Colgate, or there's still some open slots open, I think. So if you have your own ideas for naming the main character, make sure you get those donations in. And we also have a choose the main character's gender, and the game's options for that are female and male, and right now, female is in the lead. We also have an amazing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Bolson dance party, y'all, which we just broke $1,000 towards. Thank you so much. We are less than 500 away from making that. Oh my gosh, I would love to have a Bolson dance party and get all those dance emotes in the chat. I love it. If you haven't seen it, it's really, really cute. I really want to see it in this run. And thank you all so much. I can't believe it. We're at 70,000, less than 5,000 to go for that Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Unlock the bonus game. Wow, I know we can make it if we just keep this momentum up. You definitely want to see it. This is going to be the first time that we see Tears of the Kingdom on the GDQ stage. And Kate is such a great runner, so you all are gonna love it. It's already down to an hour, the speed run. So I'm not sure how long it took y'all to beat it, but longer than an hour for me. So let's keep those donations coming in. And then lastly, we did just have a Fire Emblem Engage Watch the Bad Ending incentive open up, our goal for that is $3,500. So if you want to see that Watch the Bad ending, make sure to get those donations in. A reminder that the Tears of the Kingdom bonus game incentive is a cumulative donation total. So any donations you make, you don't have to mark an incentive for it. They're all going to count towards that 75,000 total donations gathered for Malala Fund. Meanwhile, we are currently setting up a speedrun that I am so excited for. Y'all, it's Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild All Dog Treasures, aka Dog Percent. That's right, EnviroNat will be befriending the dogs and collecting the dog treasures in Breath of the Wild. So stick around, you don't want to miss our next run. And a reminder to everybody that we are here supporting an incredible charity, Malala Fund. Malala Fund is working for a world where every girl can learn and lead. They believe local educators and activists are best suited to address the problems girls face in their communities. Malala Fund invests in their work and collective power to create change, hold leaders accountable, and give girls the tools they need to advocate for themselves. From supporting STEM education for young women in Pakistan to creating safe learning spaces for girls in northern Nigeria, your gift today is an investment in Malala Fund programs that directly benefit girls. And you know, I feel so fortunate to have been born in a place where I could receive 12 years of free, quality, safe education. I couldn't imagine what my life would look like without that. Yet, there are millions of girls around the world that are not given or allowed the opportunity to learn. Educating girls benefits not only the girl, but her community, her country, and the world at large, socially and economically. So investing in girls' education is truly a win-win situation for everybody. And Malala Fund is doing incredible work towards their goal of giving every girl the opportunity to learn and lead. So thank you all so much for being here. We love Malala Fund, and thank you for sharing our stream, for cheering us on in the chat. We really love it. Thanks for leaving us on in the background while you work. I see you. And of course, thank you so much for donating if you're able. It means so much to us and to Malala Fund. And that's right, our day 6 is coming to a close very shortly. We have Breath of the Wild All Dog Treasures coming up next. And following that, of course, our bonus game, Tears of the Kingdom, and then Fire Emblem Engage. And that'll be it for our day 6. So we have a really stacked schedule for tonight. And then tomorrow is going to be even more exciting. So y'all, I hope you are stoked for the rest of day 6 and for our day 7 tomorrow. Make sure to type !schedule in the chat if you want to check out what tomorrow's schedule is going to look like. We also have some truly incredible Legends of Zelda themed prizes, in particular, other prizes as well. But oh my gosh, have you seen that incredible cutting board that you can win? I love it. There is also that beautiful crest of the Sheikah. Remember, you got to get those donations in for those prizes by the end of tonight if you want to be eligible for a chance to win. We are getting so many amazing donations coming in for the dog run. We have $25 from Pittman Lionhouse saying, for the dogs, less than 3. Thank you so much. Y'all, I would love to see some donations about your pets if you would like to donate. I want to hear about the wonderful pets in your life, the dogs, the cats, the fish. Let's honor them on stream. I would love to read them for this very special dog percent run of Breath of the Wild. We have $25 from Zero Alex saying, donating to a great cause and to get the TOTK run going. Go Kate. Thank you so much, Zerolek, for that wonderful donation. Yeah, it is going to a great cause. And yes, let's keep the momentum going. Y'all are amazing. We're already getting close to $70,500. So $71,000 is going to be right around the corner before we even know it. Y'all are doing amazing. Thank you so much. Let's keep this momentum going. Let's get that bonus Tears of the Kingdom run. Y'all are amazing. We are getting a lot of love for the Breath of the Wild Bolson Dance Party. I love to see it. We're at $1,225 out of the $1,500 needed. We are so close, less than 300 away. Let's do it. Let's get that dance party. Heck yeah. $40 from Isaac saying, this is the first time I'm hearing about dog treasures in over 100 hours of Breath of the Wild. So this run is very exciting and mysterious for me. Isaac, I was in the same boat. Dog treasures? The dogs will give you treasures? Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I'm floored. I'm gonna have to replay it. Thank you so much for that wonderful donation. We have $25 from Dr. John W. saying, first Luigi and now Bolson? Let's keep this Friday night dance party going. Oh yes, love it. Thank you so much for that wonderful donation. That's right, we do kind of have we're keeping that dance thing going from that wonderful rhythm block that we just saw. Let's keep it going with Bolson. Yes, thank you all so much. We have $100 from R2JL saying, yeah! Thank you so much. All right, everybody, the moment you've all been waiting for, we are ready to get going with The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, All Dog Treasures by EnviroNat. Take it away, Nat, whenever you're ready.
All right, howdy y'all. My name's EnviroNat, though everyone calls me Nat, and I'm so excited for my first Flame Fatales showcase and to show y'all Breath of the Wild via All Dog Treasures, or
次
AKA
のゲームは
100%.
ゼルダの伝説
And I got back here,
ブレスオブザワイル
who is sneaking away, as well
カ
as
テ
this
ゴリ
inflatable
は
frog
オー
named
ルドッ
Leopold,
グ
and
トレジャー
so excited to show
奏
off
者
this run to
は
y'all. So yeah,
エン
I'll
ビロ
just
イ
get
ッ
started.
トさんでいいの
And
かなエンビロイットさんでござい
while
ます
this cutscene gets started,
挨拶の方は、
I suppose my
いらっしゃいま
commentators can
せ
introduce themselves right now too.
ちなみにゼルダの伝説ブレワイ私司会の私カズリミプレイでございます。はい、ミビステラです。もし助けていただける方いたら助けてください。あとこちらビットウォーが、成立してございます。ビットウォーの内容はボルソンダンスパーティー。なんじゃそれ感じですが。こボルソンつうのは、調べてみたところ、日本語版でいうところのおそらく桜田さんっていう方にの英語名みたいです。はい、画像が検索した画像が一致したので、おそらく桜田さんのことだと思います。桜田さんの前で遭遇するためにダンスをするというビットウォーだそうです。はい、ではちょっと始まってしまいました。Good luck!
Alright, so I'm here as well. Hi, I'm Katie Bay. I'm also a Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom speedrunner. I'm super excited for her dog run. It's gonna go great.
最高の桜田さんだと思います。はい。
Yeah, this first, so the first
カテゴリーとしては、出てくるワンさんに、これワンワンっていうミニゲームをするカテゴリーだそうですね。すべての、これワンワンやるんですか？やって、ラスボス倒すんでしょうか
Okay, now we'll be starting off this run with a very similar glitch that happens in all categories of Breath of the Wild called SOR Clip, Shrine of Resurrection Scope. She's going to be taking out her scope to quick scope out of bounds here, and make her way out of here. She needs to find the frame here while she's finding the bounces here. And she'll get it soon.
後ろなのかな？ここ私はバックできてないので申し訳ないです。 あ、そっか。ウォールドッグトレジャーズだから、壁抜け
Oh my
とか、
goodness.
そういうグリッチ関連がどうのこうのもちょっ
SR
と
clip can be very
わからな
finicky,
い。
even for like once you know what you're looking for, it can still just be a
2%
pain.
みたいに抜けて
There we go,
という
finally.
ことは、
Um,
なるほど、そういう感じのテクニック
And
は
voila.
解
Perfect.
禁
First
さ
try.
れてるジ
first
ャンルなん
try.
ですね。
Yeah.
First try every time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, Nat will be
Ooh.
going up this hill here, whistle sprinting her way to safety before the cold kills her here. And
なん
she'll
で
be
リン
running
クが
across the hill
反
here to
乱な
try
の
to
か
get
も
to
ちょっ
a
と分かっ
local
てない。
camp to obtain
本
some
当
much
にね、
needed resources, aka a shield, a spear,
やる
lots
タ
of
イミングを
food for
逃し
this
まして、
whole run.
これ
And
が
here we go.
いずれやろうとは思ってるんですけどね。反乱はしよう。なるほど。
Perfect
I al-
shield.
こっちチュートリアルか
I
なんかあ
always
ります。
slightly panic trying to get that
あ
that
っちは
spear.
ゴブリン
But
さんかな。
we're
さすが
good.
にワンコさんではない
A
ですね。
little, you know, whop
Oh,
by
Mr.
the bokoblin.
祠で眠ってて、あ、寝起きだから
No
反
worries at
乱なんですね。
all.
なんでだ。
Just brushing it off like nothing.
おお、
Link,
縦で滑れるの。
Link.
Ah.
Begib dich zu
Zelda?
dem Ort, den der Schikastein dir weist.
あ、チュートリアルだ。
Now, we'll be leading up to the Temple of Time here to perform a very nice little clip into the wall here. First, she's gonna get skew on the wall here.
服は、あ、なるほど。
She's gonna clip into
壁
the wall
抜
here.
けだから服までたどり着けなかったんですね。
Quickly, this
服よ
run
り
is
大
gonna
事な
ramp
タイ
up
ム
very
という
quickly
こと
here.
で
She's。 gonna be showing off a lot of tricks right here. What she just saw right there was a clip from Skew. Grabbing Skew with Link, using a shield on an angled surface
犬と和
will
解し
cause
て
Link
よ。
to save that position of himself
犬
and
は
have him at an angle.
餌を
So
あげ
saving
ない
that
と
will let him be able to clip into
襲
walls.
ってくるんで
As
す
you
か？
guys can see here, also she's already flying in
い
the
や
air
ちょっと
here. This is another trick, wonderful trick called
飛んで
Bliss.
る。飛んでるし後ろ向きだしな。
aka
何
known as
何？
bow lift smuggle slide and beautiful fall damage cancel as well. Oh my goodness, Nat, you're nailing it. Hell yeah.
私の英語
But
力の
bow
な
lift
さが。
smuggle slide, aka Bliss blessing, it was found towards like the end before Tears of the Kingdom came out and
い
everything.
つも後ろ向きに
It is a crazy
空
glitch
中
that
を
really
滑らか
revolutionized the
に飛んでいく
run,
と。
all categories in Breath of the Wild here.
あ、
The
これが
way it
噂の
works is
祠な
that
んです
Link
ね。
is in a bow state where he brings out his bow as well as the bombs as well. And this was found by
BLSS と呼
Legend
ばれ
of
る高
Link
速移動
and
グリッ
aka
チ。
other glitch
スタミ
hunters
ナ
as
を
well.
ごとに。
And they kind of found out that
ス
whenever
ライド移
Link
動。
goes up against
な
certain
るほど。
objects, his
あ
collision
りが
just
とうござい
doesn't
ま
really
す。
work that well. And so he
助
ends
かり
up
ます。
flying in the air after that. And he can actually fly in the air by wiggling like that.
なるほど、
without
関係
even
者入り
having to
口。
hold a paraglider out.
まあ、
Amazing.
関係者
Now,
なんで
Nat's
すね。
already clipped into the
リンクは。
shrine here, and she's gonna make a really precise wind bomb here to skip part of this shrine here.
なるほど。ありがとうございます。ミリシラからしか取れない絵を
Beautiful execution.
ついに私もそれを言われてしまった。なるほど。
Going to perform another bliss to clear the rest of the way into the shrine. Really useful trick,
もともと
honestly,
自由度
to
が
save a
高い
lot
ゲー
of
ムだとは
time
聞いていま
throughout
した
many
が、グリッ
categories
チ
in
もい
Breath
る
of the Wild, actually.
自由が
And
高いんです
perfect for
ね。
this category for all our doggos here.
お、これはなんか、
I have a quick update on the Bolson
ギ
dance
フの
party.
リワードで見た
We
マーク
are
ですね。
less than
箱に入って。
$100 away. Thank you all so much. We're so close.
my
Let's keep it
goodness.
going.
Hell yeah.
あ、なるほど。
Let's
チュー
go.
トリアルで
Look
は
at the doggos in a great
チュー
costume.
トリアルで
Mhm.
踏むは
Now
ず
you
だっ
might
た、
notice there
解消するはずだった
that
フ
I
ラグ
didn't
を
immediately
当てな
exit
かった
out
から、
of the cutscene
関係者
for
入り
the
口
second
か
I
ら
might get the skip.
ここ
It's
に入っていくと。
because if you immediately press X there,
わかり
it
やすい
actually takes
解
longer
説
to
ありがとう
load
ござい
as
ま
opposed
す。
to like waiting until
Monk is like おっちゃん飛んできた。
like we're around the
お
eyeball.
っちゃんって言い方ダメだな。
That's the
なん
fastest
だっけ
point. It loads a lot quicker than
ド
otherwise.
ドワーフでいいのか？
That's why we don't just smash our way through that.
ドワーフっぽい
And if you have any
天
donations
使が
for
飛ん
me,
で
this
き
is a
ま
good
したが。
time. I'm just doing some
Oh,
like smashing.
definitely. I've got so much love coming in for that Bolson incentive. I love it. We got $25 from Hi Hi saying, gotta dance with Bolson. $25 from Fly on Wall saying, Bolson
おっ
dance
と、
party? What is
おっ
that
と、
again?
人間
I'd love to see it.
人間ごめんなさい。
$10 from Cypress66 saying,
さ
let's
す
get
が
this
に
Tears of the Kingdom bonus run.
確かに言われ
Getting
て
the
みれ
Breath of
ば
the Wild Bolson dance party. And oh my gosh, we
じゃあ
just
そんな変わらないですね。
hit that Bolson dance party incentive. We've made it. Thank you all so much for your donations. That is $1,500 for Malala Fund. Thank
なん
you
か高
so
貴なお方っ
much.
ぽい
Okay.
Oh.
コメントがあり
Well,
ますが、
right here, Nat is doing another bliss
まあ
towards the
服はない
tower
んだから
here.
しょうがないよ
Most
ね。
Breath of the Wild categories, you do not actually enable the tower, but in this category, we do.
あ
Because
ド
a
ワーフっ
very
ていうか
important thing that's going to happen later
失礼
in
い
the
たしま
run.
した。
Nat needs to make sure
確
that
か
the
に
Cryonis Shrine is enacted,
ヒゲで
enabled
滑
and
腹が
everything,
良
so
い
she can come back
ド
and
ワーフではないで
teleport
すもん
back to it
ね。
for another bliss spot for later in the run.
おで、
Yeah,
すごい
that
ね、
that
脱線
Cryo's
するような
shrine
感
is
想を
very useful for
言
getting
ってると、
to
めちゃくち
two
ゃグリッチ
spots
が
where
決まっ
their
てたと。
doggos. But also something that's really crucial for this run is doing Terrytown quest because there happens to be a dog there, which is a bit. If you remember doing this casually, that one was quite a long quest to do. So yeah, we get to. That is a nice point in order for us to move across the map and do some really cool blissing
英
across.
語じゃないひょっ
Yeah,
として。
just we get to zoom all across. And then we also, near Terrytown, there's another shrine there as well that we unlock. Though we actually don't go down it. But we get to use that as a port,
え、
as a point as
高
well.
速移動のせいでマップのロードが間に合わ
Back and forth
ず、
from Terrytown.
だから祠の横から
Yeah, it's a weird problem to have, but in longer categories, you're kind of required to raise the tower just so that you can be able to warp, because you can't really warp without it.
この塔が
Mhm.
本来一番最初にすべ
Now, Nat will
き
be performing a
行
very
動だ。
fancy wind bonk here to clear a cutscene here that we would normally get if we try to go to the ground here from the tower. Yeah, you can imagine the tower as being like
言語ちょっ
basically a
とフランス
cylindrical
語っ
like
ぽい
figure
んで、
with no top at the top. So she's
ちょっ
gonna
とドイ
use
ツ語で
VR
はないと
mode
思うんです。フラン
here
ス
to
語か
do a
な。
wind bomb and be able to clip out of that and not get the cutscene. Find the right
なるほ
frame
ど、
to
これで
lag
正
on
面の
and be
鍵
able to
が
survive the fall here.
入って関係者
Rather
入
than
り
the
口
water,
から
which
入ら
is
なくてもよくな
totally
ると。
fine. Ideally, we want to land on land over here just because it's a smidge faster. But even if I wasn't able to clear
お
ragdoll
ドイ
there,
ツ語っぽい。
that would have been okay for me to land in no water. Oops.
Perfect.
And I use
Good
VR
try.
mode to increase lag. You can you can do it without you can just look towards the forest and you are able to get enough lag.
うん
But getting into VR is like super consistent way to do it, and so I just
あ
haven't
なるほど。
switched over
定感
to
値が
not using it yet.
確かに。
And yeah, now that we have the tower too, we don't have to do the rest of the shrines. We don't have to clip in,
なるほど。
which
VR モー
it's
ドなん
cool
てあ
to
る
do
ん
to
だ。
clip ins, but it's also like
VR
nice
モード
to
だ
be
と
able to forego that
負
and
荷が
just
かかる。
run on in.
で、拍手。
I have
Yeah,
a
it's
special
just
donation for
faster.
you, Nat, when you have time.
Yeah, by all means, go for it.
This is $50 from
いわゆ
Veggie
る悪いこと
saying,
がや
Nat,
られるようになる
as
と。
your partner and husband, I am so happy that we are able to raise something so lovable and
お
sweet.
も
In times of
Aw.
sorrow and trouble, it brings us the happiness we need and the cuddles
う
we really
司会
don't
者
deserve.
は
Yes, Leopold
Aw.
has
ゼルダ
inflated
は
our lives with every
あ
ribbon
の
and
不思
kiss.
議の木の実しかやったことがないので、
And Livy, Cleo, Chelsea, Mia,
なかなか
Percy,
仕
Lily,
掛
Mandy,
けとか
Kristen,
が
Marcy, Cooper, Gabby,
真
Greta, and
新しいで
Pinky
す。
also do the same. You're the best, and I am so blessed. Less than 3. For now and forever, Gart.
Beautiful.
Aw. Good old guard. Yeah, my parents have a whole menagerie of animals, so. Okay, I'm
お、
just gonna be
こ
safe
こで
here.
マグネキャッチなるおなじみのん
Like Guardian can be really
謎解き
challenging.
兼
They're very random in a
なん
way
たら
that
ア
you
イ
just
テ
can't
ムを
always
ゲッ
tell if
ト。
you're gonna get hit or not.
Yeah, and I just know that it was
え、撃
going
たれ
to
た撃たれた
of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had many runs where that garden just hits you there. It's
Yeah.
rude.
Yep, you just have to run back around and just, all right.
ければ。なるほど。
Now, an interesting distinction. So I just landed on my shield there. For any percent, you typically want to keep the skew that you have if you're to, like, say, use it for clipping into other shrines. There, we don't really care, so we can just land on that shield and it's totally fine.
起動しないと、そ
Yeah,
の
typically for the any
ク
percent
リア
run,
に
you
クリアとか
wanna clear that
行動に
skew so
必
that
要
you
なアイ
will
テムが
have
手に入ら
no
ないから
issue clipping into the
必
shrines.
須
But
なんで
obviously,
すね、
since we're
お
not
そ
going to be
ら
clipping
く。
into the shrines here, that is no problem whatsoever. That is blissing all the way
こ
her
の
way to another
後ろ向
spot
き
over
に
here. She will be
滑
grabbing
って
some
いくの
items that
は
are
デ
very
フォル
important
トでよろしい
for
か。
an upcoming glitch that is pretty game breaking, honestly, called IST. She's going to be grabbing some items such as chicken from a nearby pigeon here. She'll be doing some birdering, unfortunately.
Yeah,
and
so sorry.
she will also be blowing up some trees here to grab some wood and some apples.
おお
Yeah,
お
not
お
living
なん
up
か
to the EnviroNat name at the moment, which, in case
なんか
some
倒し
people
て
don't
チュ
get
ー
the
トリア
pun,
ル
but
は。
it's meant to be a pun off of environment since I am an environmental historian by day, so
い
I
や、
do a lot of
RTA での
environmental
デフォ
activism and
ルト
climate
移動
activism
が
as well. But yeah, in this
あ
game,
れが
I'm
一
not
番
the
早いって
most
やつかな。
environmentally friendly. But good news is that they respawn, and
やはり
yeah. And we technically take 2 of these woods and then 2 of the chickens, 2 of the bird meats, and we
ほんヨ
multiply.
ッシーみたいに使い捨てられるボ
And
ム
we。grab the shield and the torch as well. Very useful for
な
later.
なるほど。
Now I had some
ボムは
bad
使い
RNG
捨て
there.
と。
The wood, the wood
綺麗
and the
ですね。
birds can drop either 1 or 2 pieces. Ideally, you need 2 pieces of each
私
to
は
do
木に
IST
捕まって
later.
飛んでた
And so I had to do some extra murdering of birds, and yeah.
野生味あふれ
Now,
る
now we'll be doing a very precise wind bomb here called a spider wind bomb.
移動方法を取ってたんです
Got a lot of
ね。
height there.
Very difficult to
Wow.
perform, so good job. First try.
スターロック、アイスメーカー、
Yeah,
マグネキャッチ、爆弾を入手しないと
Yeah, that one can be a
今い
real
る
pain
場所から
to
脱
get
出が
down
できない。
because it's
な
very
るほど、脱
difficult
出するため
otherwise
の
to do the
必須アイ
run.
テムが4つ。それを回収してるんですね、
yeah.
とりあえず。
In order to get up there. I mean, casually you do end up getting up there, but you know, you can kind of adventure your way around and meander, so, which is not in the name of speed running. So, yeah.
Got time for some more donations?
Yes, I think some donos will be perfect right now.
We
Yeah, I'm
have
just gonna be
so
running
much
through.
love pouring in for this incredible run
な
already.
るほど、
We got 25
犬は今いる
that says Matt is really good at feeding dogs. She's also really good at moving Link. Did I mention she's good at
場所
feeding
には
dogs?
販売しないと
So。many great games and a great cause.
あ、それは脱出しないとまだ何も始まってないってことですね。
$100 away from
このカテゴリーは。
$71,000, which is just one step closer to that 75,000
なんと。
we need for Tears of the Kingdom. Y'all, we are making great progress.
ワ
Let's
ンコ
keep
に
it
は
up, keep the momentum going.
ワンコにはま
We don't
だ
have much
会え
time
な
left,
い。
but I know we can make it.
Oh yeah, let's get that
まだ
Tears of the Kingdom game. Come on.
チュートリアルなんだ、ここも。へえ。結構丁寧なんで
And
す
if you have
ね。
any more donos, you can continue on.
Oh, we have so many coming in. We've got
Okay.
$10 from Z's44 that says,
RT、
that's all. Just wanted to say, hey, good
もう
luck.
15分経ってるけど、まだ
We also have
まだ準備段階、まだチュートリアルと。
We have $8 from Teo. $80.
え
I'm sorry.
今の第一に、
$80 from Teo
リン
saying,
クとおじいさん以外、
EnviroNat. Here's
NPC がいない。
$5 for each of the dogs in the run.
お
Good luck on the run. Oh.
That's so sweet.
I also have a $25 donation from Anonymous that says,
な
let's
る
see.
ほど、チュー
Dog,
トリア
dog,
ルが
dog,
強い
dog, 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 dog. It was
チュー
14
トリアル
dog
スキ
emojis. I
ップ
hope I
は
read
ま
that
だ
right.
見つかってないと。
That's perfect. Well, right here, Nat has been performing a stasis launch to go over to the
な
cliff
る
here
ほど。
and go new.
Nyum.
チュートリアルを確実にこなさないと、
That can also be a pain to get.
もう何も、本当に何も始まらな
A
い。
little finicky.
今時珍
Now,
しい
this
かも
part of
し
the
れない
map
です
is
ね。
very stressful. whenever you're
普通
first learning
でも
because
チュート
in
リアル
case
ス
you
キッ
don't
プ
notice, Link is a bit cold.
しますかとか見
And
ますもんね。
yeah, we don't have many clothes for
な
him,
るほ
and it's
ど。
because it's slow to get clothes, all right? Like, so
あ
instead,
ある
we
意味
just
初
got
心
fast.
者
And that doesn't
初
keep him
プレイ
from
の
being
人に
warm,
は
but it does,
安
we're
心
able to
な
minimize
仕様
the time he is out there so we don't die. But again, it's a lot harder in any percent because you still have to clip into the shrine here. Whereas we get
でも全
to
員が通るから
just walk right on in.
方法が見つかれば革命。な
And
る
this
ほ
is
ど。
why I grab a lot of spare food just in case where my my first launch in the bomb shrine, if it goes a little awry, I'm able to
そうで
heal up
す
real
ね。
quick midair, and then here I'm able to heal up as
こ
well
のゲーム
because
で
I
も
will
ね、
perform a wind
4
bomb
半世紀経っ
that
ても研究が
when done correctly,
熱
wind
心
bombs
な
only take a whole
タイトル
heart,
もありますから、
and when done incorrectly, a little bit
ゆ
more.
くゆくは
But as I only have one heart right now, I would not be able to do the wind bomb. I would have to restart the shrine. So,
おー
yep.
Right here, Nat can be performing another wind bomb. To get over to the top and literally just skip
一応
the
大
whole
事な
shrine
ス
here.
ト
You
ー
don't
ン
have to do
に
anything here.
出られなくはないけど、全部奈落で落ちちゃうと。
Hopefully, that's the
ほう
plan,
ほう
right?
ほう。あ
If it does,
だからどっち
you
み
know,
ち
it's-
ちゃんとチュートリアルはこなさないといけないんですね。
Here we go.
勉強になる。
right.
いや、こういう知識を勉強していいものかはちょっと悩ましいですけど、勉強になります。
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Nice.
took my time a little bit with the setup, but that's okay.
しっかり優勝
If you have one
されてるん
donation,
で
this
す
would be a
ね。
good time.
Sure. I have
You might-
$25
一
from
瞬
Brian from
ゼルダって言い
Beaverton
そうになり
who
ました
says,
ね。リ
"Here's
ンク
my
さんです
Tears of
ね。
the Kingdom tax. That is my tax so that we get to see Tears of the Kingdom." Thank you so much for that donation. And I think we have someone on the call who's quite familiar with that run, don't you think?
Maybe.
Yeah.
A little bit.
And more so than
こ
just
れは
you
あんだ
know,
け売れ
being
て
obsessed with
あんだけいっ
casually
ぱい
playing
プ
it
レイした
too.
人がいるのにまだ
Because
ま
he
だ
Those
loves
of you who
RT
may
now.
not know, we do have Kate on the call here, who is the runner
研
for
究の余地
that
が
Tears of the Kingdom run.
まあ残ってるかどうかわかん
She
ないです
would
けど
love to run it tonight, so make sure to get those donations in.
可能性
Oh
は
my
ある
gosh, and I see we just hit 71,000.
で
Thank you all so
パラ
much.
セ
That's
ー
another
リン
step
グの
closer to the 75K
ゲシン
we
氏
needed
が
for that
や
Tears
っ
of the
て
Kingdom
こられ
run.
た
Let's go.
Let's
We're getting
go.
there. Oh my
Nice.
gosh.
もうアイス
It's gonna
アイ
make
ス
me
メーカ
stay
ーや
up
ろう手
very
に入
much
れ
past
て
my bedtime, but I'll do it.
あもう4つ気がついたら4つあ確かに4つのここから
Right
4つ
here,
クリア
Nat
し
is
て
performing another bliss to make the rest
もう
of
ち
the
ょっと
way
で
to the
外だ
complete time.
Lost the ball
Once the
there for a
bomb is
second.
なんか
cooperating.
息が白いぞリンクの息が白いぞ大丈夫か
You'll also be performing a fall damage cancel to not take any damage when she lands into the temple of time.
またリンク
Fall
だから
damage
大丈
cancel
夫ですかね
requires her
あんなで
to
も
slightly throw her weapon and then unequip her shield, or it could be unequip her weapon as well. It
あ
could be
落ちりフリフリは加
and
速な
she'll
んです
literally
か
not take any damage when she falls here. Beautiful.
Glad I didn't take damage.
だってん
Because sometimes I get a little nervous and I cancel it a
なん
little
か
early.
階層
But
かなんかが
as
入り
long,
ま
like,
した
as
ね
long as I don't die, I can just heal on up and it's all good to go. Because we're about to
お
do
あ
this trick that will give us a lot of food, plenty of food for healing, and more importantly, plenty of food for feeding the doggos.
さっきのおじいさ
Gotta have
And
んおじ
there's
いさん
the
って
doggo.
ヒゲの支援者は
Yeah.
はい
Yeah.
ハイラローだっ
Yeah,
た
we're gonna be
なんだっ
coming
て
up to IST,
ね
aka inventory slot
翼なら
transfer.
ぬパラセ
This
パラなん
is
たら
a
を
doozy of a
続
trick.
けられ
I'll
て
tell you that,
テ
viewers.
ストとの
It's
世
a
界へ
doozy of a trick. I'll tell you that. Okay. This trick was found by several glitch hunters.
ああ
Where it's probably the year,
100年
probably the
間
year
の
before Tears in the Kingdom
出
really,
来事
really
を
dropped
教えて
again.
もらったと
They were able to basically
みんな
figure
すぐ
out
に
how
教え
to break the game even further, where they're able to
把握できる
transfer
100年
different
間
values of the different slots that you see in your inventory to other items. So
意外と
now
100
we'll
年
be
間
coming
起こ
up
ったことは
with
薄かった
something
んですかね
crazy here of transferring durability
こっ
to
から
her
いよ
shield,
いよい
to
よ
her
チュートリ
shields,
アルが終
to
わ
her
って
food, and to her wood, and etc.
本編開
Now,
始
Nat
と
just saw the beginning
実
cutscene
に
here.
RTA で
If
も
you guys noticed, the
20
whole Great
分
Betrayal didn't have any night cycle going on. So the
がっ
neat
つり
thing
チュー
about
トリア
this
ル
game
20
and
分で
speedrunning it is that if you
い
don't
よい
watch
よ
the cutscene, you do not
オー
get
プ
the
ン
night.
ワールド
And it is important for this route to go back here and grab this cutscene to start the day-night cycle. There will be
ここでタイトル
somewhere
ロゴが
later in
ド
the
ーンと出
run
た
that
と。
requires for the nighttime to come for an NPC to talk to later. It's very important for the run here.
Yes.
なるほど、100
Espe-
年
yeah,
間、
it is
100 年
purely
間ゼ
for
ルダ
the
が
Terrytown
一
task.
人で頑張ってた
There's
と。
some
あ
NPCs
ら、
that you need to talk to at night,
そ
and then
れ
some
は、
that are
それは
only
急いで
available
なんと
during
か
the
しな
day.
いと。
So
でも今回は、ワンコにご飯をあげて、
Oh, as we see Nap flying in the air, she's going to be coming up to the
これ
stable
ワンワン
here,
して、
where our first
で、
dog will be
なんだっ
here.
け、
But before that, she will be
日本語
performing
版で
hide
いう
and
ところ
seek.
の、おそ
Now,
らく
people at home,
桜田さん
do keep
に
your
会うたび
eyes
に
peeled on the screen
ダンスを
because
披
she
露
will be performing literal
すると。
magic, okay? She is
いや、
performing
ゼルダ助
literal
けに、
magic, so
ゼル
do
ダの手
not
助けでも何でもいいか
leave
ら、
the screen here.
やりに来
We'll
よ
be doing a
う、
lot
リ
of
ンク
series of movements with
やつですね。
slots and unequipping the right frame and etc. It definitely does not make any sense here,
やっぱり
honestly.
ゼルダは
But
放置と。
trust me that once it's performed correctly, you are
犬
going
と
to be
戯れ、
amazed. Unequipping some stuff
桜田
here.
さんにダンスを見せつける。
Switching over.
ブレワイと
Smart
並ぶ。
mode.
OK です。
Dropping some
OK なのか
items. Perfect. Now she's gonna be talking to Vito right here. This is gonna be
はい、
frame perfect here. Let's see if it worked here. You will be
やた
reloading
るとなんか
her
テンション
file
高そう
here
な職人さんが。
to check if it works. And the key thing here, after selling all the stuff here, is that she needs to check for 4 shields. 4 shields is our magic number, people. 4 shields is our
ね、
magic number.
100
Everybody
年
cross
眠
your
る
fingers at
と
home.
記憶障害が起
I'm
きる。
crossing mine as well.
おー
Please.
なんかやられましたね、これ。
Fairly confident, but it didn't move that much, or at least the visual cues to see if it worked or not. Looked okay to me, but
あ、餌をさっき買ってた。
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
Perfect. First try.
Oh.
GG's. This is
Thank
a
you.
very
な
difficult
何
place
かの
to
技が完
perform
璧に
and
決
to
まったら
learn
し
and
いです
honestly to
ね。
understand. So kudos to you,
あ、
Nat.
リ
Good
ン
job.
ゴ
First try. Let's go.
Yeah, you're doing
え、そんな
amazing.
にいっぱい抱えて
Oh,
どう
thank
すん
you.
の
Okay. Oh, beep. Drop you.
Okay, now we'll be doing some more stuff here, dropping all her stuff here as you just saw. She'll talk to Beto again after the loading, and we'll see what
リン
happens
ゴ
with
と
the
か
magic. You guys
抱
ready
え
for
ら
the
れるの
magic?
面白いですね。
I'm ready for the magic.
Keep your eyes peeled, guys.
なるほど、増殖バグの仕込みを
Let's see.
されてると。
Okay.
今の一連の操作で
Once
ア
it
イテ
loads
ム
back
2
in,
倍
we
ア
shall
イテムが
see. And
増えてる
I like the surprise of just running up the beetle and seeing if I got it.
と。でまたテンション高いトニーさんに
There we go.
Nice.
Let's go.
Voila. Magic.
999になってる。
See, Nat now has 999 chickens and 999 wood.
セブンハンドルセットでいろいろでき
She's
る
gonna。be selling most of her chicken here because we're gonna need some rupees for
増えてる
Terrytown
けれ
later.
ど、
And she needs all this chicken to feed all the doggos. They're kind of hungry. These puppies are hungry. And she will be
ねか
using the wood
い
to
ちいち
be
カウントが
completing
1
all the
個ずつなんだ。
Terrytown quests as
結構時
well.
間かかるんですね。大量買いするに
Now,
も。
Nat, I know you're coming up with the first dog already here and you're already feeding it.
あ、
You
第一ワンコこれがもしかして。
dogs, right?
I
What's this
do
one's name?
indeed. This is Scooby
ワン
Doo.
コが
Named by Abby
めっちゃ喜んでぴょんぴょんして
And
る。
yeah, this is our first puppo. So
Let's see some hype in the
What?
chat for befriending
に
that dog.
肉
naming the
肉
dog
2つ
Cinnamon
の
Tree.
前
I
に
love it.
yep, every
なんでしょう
dog
これ
has a name and
シ
is
ェパー
named
ド
to split as
っぽ
well.
い
So
ワンコでいいんですか
though we
ね。
actually do not split until we open this treasure chest.
ここあれここあれイメージしてたのと
That
違
would be
う
our。first dog. Or our first
ほ
dog
掘るの
for sure.
リンクが掘るんだ。あ
Let's
go
get
コ
it.
ホレじゃなくて、犬があっちの方にあるよ
There we go,
っ
Scoops.
て
Yeah.
いうのを察知して自分から掘りに行くんですね。
Now
And,
Nat's on his wind bomb to land on
あれ、
the
ここ掘れは、
stage here.
え
And she's gonna perform another bliss to make her way
なるほど、
around
教え
the
てくれ
Great
るだけ。
Plateau all the way to the other side of
ここ
this
こ掘れワンワンってより、
Hyrule.
お前が
And
そこ
alright,
掘れや
so
ワン
we're
ワ
gonna
ン
do
です
the
ね。
next dog here.
Chat, I would love to hear about your dogs and what kind
な
of
る
treats
ほ
do they
ど。
like. Let's get some donations in. We need some help for this Tears of the Kingdom donation incentive for 75K. Let's see if we can get a lovely little wholesome dog or even just pet in general donation train going.
犬は
Love
あ
to
くま
see it.
で教えてくれるだけ。そこに宝箱埋まってるから掘りたければ掘りなって感じですか。
So as you see, I am using a circle bomb. You are able to use both circle bombs and square bombs to perform this trick. The main difference is most people prefer using a circle bomb
そし
because
て
you're
肉
able
は豊富
to
だけど相変わらず
accelerate in all
服が
directions
ないリンク。
as quickly. Whereas the square bombs, you can
ああ、
use
確か
a
に
speed,
ここ
but
掘れ
it's
ワン
a
ワン
little
で、
slower to uptake, especially if you're trying to change
ここ掘れワン
directions.
ワン
And
的に
so,
は、
but if
そ
you're
うで
in
すね、
like
元
kind
ネ
of a
タ
rocky
も
area where
お
the
じい
ball
さん
just
が
kind of go like fly and go low
ワンワンって言った
and
ところを
it like
掘ってましたもんね。
that's whenever you're just like, all right, I'll just use a square bomb here.
鶏肉は回復なん
And I'm sure that will happen at some point during this run where I'm just like, all right, time for the square bomb.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, here's our second dog who is named
とりあえ
Scrappy
ず、
Doo, as in,
過去ワンコが、
Doo, haha, Scrappy
過
Doo.
去のワンコが持
Uh,
った秘蔵の品を仲良くなったら
as you
教
see,
え
we
て
are
くれる
feeding,
ん
right, I
で、
must say, we are feeding them raw
持
chicken.
ってっていいぞって言われたやつを持っていくと。
Like raw chicken at home. All right, Scoops. This is the fun part of dog
セカンドワンコ。
Sometimes the dogs just don't feel like, you know, they're just like doing a little loop. Sometimes they'll roll on their back. Sometimes they want
なる
to
ほど、
chase their
飛ぶため
tail.
のウィン
So
タ
it
バ
takes
ブを
a second.
使うと
But
ダ
yes,
メージが受け
don't
るから、
worry. There's no
鶏
salmonella
肉が
in Hyrule.
Yeah, this
So-
is fantasy chicken, so it's perfectly safe.
The
ワ
dogs
ン
love
コ
it.
は、ワンコの
I do have a quick update
種
for
類は
everybody on that.
一種類なんです
It's
か
so
ね。
relevant. The
ここ
Fire
これ
Emblem
ワンワン。
Engage Name the Main Character Bid War. Right now we have Zelda
はい。
has taken the lead for the name for
このカテゴリーはオールドソルジャーズ
We
でござい
have
ま
My
す。
Dude in second place.
ちなみに
Pepsi
ビット
Man
ボー
is in
で、
third, and then followed by Faith
ボイ
and
スオン
Colgate.
ダン
So
ス
y'all,
パーテ
those
ィー
are
っていう
your
のが、
options for Fire Emblem Engage. Get those donations
成
in
立し
if you
て
want to have
て、
if you want to choose
いる
what
ボイスオン
the
ダンス
main
おそらく
character's name will
桜
be
田
for
さんの
Fire
ことで
Emblem Engage later
桜田
tonight.
さんを見つけた
Those are
ら
great names.
ダンスをする。
Oh,
そのために
Nat's
ダンス、
performing another bliss here
どっちがダ
to
ンスするんだ
get
ろうちょ
over
っと
to
わかんないです
another
けど、
doggo. She's
ダ
gonna
ン
go
スを
over
見
to
見せつけるか、ダンスを
the
見せつ
woods
けら
in
れるかちょっと
the
わかんないです
Divine
けど、
Farron region to this Korok
ダン
puzzle.
スを、ダンスパ
Flying
ー
in
テ
the
ィー
air
が
with
あ
bliss
るという。
again. Really,
So sorry,
honestly, such
Korok.
a wonderful trick.
Yeah, this run used to be way harder. One of the hardest, if not the hardest runs. I mean, Katie can probably verify that.
やっぱりワンコはその柄柄柄って言っていいのかあちょっとわかんないですけど、ワンコの毛のやっぱ柄ですね。柄にもそれぞれ個体差があると。お、第3ワンコ。サードワンコです。めっちゃ4つぐらい肉を。
Especially with the wind bombs,
これは
you can technically just double your money and double your
ご
speed
ちそう
anytime you
好きな
wind
のではな
bomb
い
by
ですか。
pulling out your paraglider on a
ワン
lag frame. But like
ワンコお
trying to
腹好
get
きす
that
ぎで
thing to
は。
happen in every given area you're doing a wind bomb was like so inconsistent, and sometimes you need
あ、
to
で
be
も
around
尻尾フリフリで
that
めっ
lag
ちゃ
can
嬉
also
し
make
そ
your
う。
wind bomb fail, and so it's like a real doozy in the olden days.
Mm-hmm. Now, what dog did you just feed here?
いや、多分骨はね、
Nugget.
後で旨味がなくなるまで
Beautiful.
ガチガチするようですから。
Named by one of my moderators, Lara.
フライドチキンの本体
We
も
like
やっぱ
the
り
nickname Arts.
骨ですもんね。
in
出し取
our
れますし。
community for whatever reason.
I got some more donations if you got time.
Yeah, go for
Yeah.
it. I'm just blissing away
いや、
here.
でも、
$5
あれワンコにあげてるの何肉かちょっとわかんないですけ
So
ど。
proud of Nat for not falling into a gate during this run. Amazing stuff.
なんとワンコが複数いる馬宿があるの。
Typical Leanne, sandwiching an insult with a compliment.
Speaking of Leanne, we also have $5 from Daniel AL saying, wishing you all the best, Nat, and good luck with the run. P.S. If this run goes poop, it's Leanne's fault. JK, wishing you all.
ものすごいワンコ好きなスタッフさんがいらっしゃるんですね。という
That is
ことは。
perfect timing, actually, because we're about to feed Leanne's dog.
Oh, amazing.
とりあえず、
A quick update for that, Tears of the Kingdom, because we are
餌付け
still climbing towards it. Y'all are doing so good. We're at
餌付けして
$71,541.
秘蔵の宝
less than 100 away from
宝箱を持ってい
72,000.
る
So close.
ワンコは
Incredible momentum.
こ
Thank you all
の
so
カテ
much
ゴ
for
リー
your
だと
wonderful donations. Again,
全員見られる
an
と。
amazing cause, Malala Fund.
Look
え、
at
にゃん
Leanne
こいないんですか？
I know.
She's going.
ワンコはいるけどにゃんこいない。
So,
それは
Go ahead.
猫派の
so
人
one
には
thing is,
悲しい
you
事
notice
実
I'm
ですね。
sticking close to the doggo as opposed to just running immediately to where the treasure is. It's because the treasure doesn't show up until that
違
you
う
see
っ
that
ぽい
dog
ワンコもい
turn.
る。なんか
And
今
if
小動
I
物
start
的なのが
moving
走ってい
a
きま
little
した
too
ね。
far away from the dog before finishing, it won't pop up, and I would have to
猫
reset
は
or at least
今
reload before
1000
it
おお
pop up. So it's easier just to stick around there. So.
Y'all, we are starting to get
Iruno
some dog donations coming in too. Do you want to hear
人
some?
型の生き物と
We have
ワンコと
$5 from Hawkeye Rio
名前取
saying,
っていいから
"Dog
馬
training,
と
here's my contribution for my sweet,
小ブリーさん
giant,
とか
goofy, floofy, noofy Riley. She's big,
あ
floofy,
あ
and full of goofy
なんだっ
love."
けコロ
Oh, she
グ
sounds incredible. Thank you so much for that donation. We also have $10 from Dr. No saying, nothing less than the finest cooked chicken for our dog, Joplin. Thank you so much.
chicken.
Thanks for that distinction, too.
あ牛も
Right
リ
here,
スも
Nat is
鳥もいる。
performing a wind bomb to get over to the clip over here.
でも猫はいない。あ、
To
狼
find
も
out
い
a
る。
really good bliss spot to our next doggo that's coming up in a nearby stable. I say nearby is
熊もい
actually
る。
kind of far all the way into Dueling Peaks.
いや
Let's see how it
結構
goes.
いろんな
It's
生
very
き物
funny
が
whenever you
そうそう
like
Like,
to
just
get
let
up
them
on top of
snap.
that platform, you have to whistle or
猫科がいない。猫科がいな
you see
い。
all the question marks pop up from that camp nearby, but thankfully they never see you. At least I don't think I've had a chance or I've had an instance where they have and
え
then they run
ト
after
カゲ
me.
とバッタとアゲハはアイテム
But
アイテム
there's a little bit of panic whenever you're like, oh, maybe this is a run, but they'll see me. Especially whenever you're like on, GDQ stage.
爬虫類と
But
Yeah, you're
yeah.
just too quick
虫
for
は
that then.
アイテム何か格差社会でもあるんでしょうか。キツネもいる。
Now, as you can see, Nat is wiggling her way up in the air. If you guys were to look at how Nat is probably holding her controller, something kind of crazy about Bliss is also the way that people hold their controllers for this trick. She cannot let go of the B
馬
button.
肉
If
も
she
取れ
lets
る
go
の
of
か。
B, she will stop Bliss and fall to the ground. If she lets her left stick, control stick, go to neutral, she will stop the Bliss as well.
そういうこ
This
と
is
は
a
メジャー
kind
な
of
肉
finicky
だ
kind of
と
trick to be able to keep going in the air, and you gotta be
牛と
careful of how
イ
you're
ノシシかな。
controlling your controller, etc.
あれ何番目のワン
That's a
コか
rough
ちょっとわ
point
か
of
んない。
like whenever you're first
フ
learning
ォース
how
ワ
to
ンコ
bliss.
フィフスワンコか
Is
な
I mean, and also just like to get very consistent and really and get that speed and such is like figuring out how
え、
to
熊には乗れる
hold it, how to not lose
それ
it.
金太郎じゃ
And
ない
trying
で
your
すか
best to go across the controller as much as you can.
あ、
Because
羊の
that's
声
where
が
you
聞
can
こえ
get
る
most of your speed
羊
and
ヤギ
control and all that.
わかんないけど
Now, who did you just feed here, Nat?
I just fed Bobby.
Bobby.
リアルにいるパチコ系は一人揃ってるっぽいです
Nat's
ね
moving into a wind bomb here to another side here. Honestly, most of this route, most of this run is just wind bombing and blissing to spots where it's going to be a better spot for the
そ
bliss
れ
here.
はそれはいいですね
To the spot here, another wind bomb all the way, healing herself.
今半裸です前掛けあれば完
Wind
璧
bomb being a
に
little finicky, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
結構いっぱいいるけれどでも
There we
に
go.
ゃんこちゃんだけにいないと
And bombs
は
away.
い、こ
On
ち
the
ら、
side of this
オー
cliff,
ルドプ
Nat
レ
is
ジ
gonna do
ャー
another bliss to take her
っていう
to
カテゴ
Hateno
リー
over
で、これ
here.
は、
Hmm.
すべての、
Alright.
To start
こ
the
こでワン
beginning
ワンアイテ
of
ムを
the
ゲットする
Terry
カテゴ
Town
リーだそうで
quest
す。
with Bosun, and also we have another dog coming
カ
up
テゴリー
here.
じゃない、レギュレーションですね。失礼い
Yeah,
たし
and
まし
that
た。
one is we might be hearing from a little bit.
Oh
It's-
yes, I completely forgot. Oh my gosh, that's true.
This is
あ
Mimi
今
dog.
更
That's
で
my
すけど、
dog.
こ
Oh my
の、
gosh, that's my dog.
もう飛んでる
Hello.
時に持ってる、
Yeah,
使っ
so
てるやつ、
good
爆
chunk of the
弾
dogs are found
ボ
at
ムですけ
stables,
ど
but
も、
there's some dogs that are found at different villages. We saw Loren Village already, and then Hitano's another one, Terrytown, and then also the Oasis. I forget what the bazaar. I think it's a bazaar. In
Yeah, it's a
Gerudo.
bazaar
Yeah.
in the Gerudo
Oh.
area.
今、
I once had a hilarious death where I ran into those
何
thorns.
個から何個の宝箱取るには全部回ると。
Got a little scared there.
Not today.
Not today. Pretty terrifying.
Do you have time for some more donations?
Actually, we
we're
are about to
coming
do
up.
the
話す
Bolson
とか
dance
するだ
party.
けボム。
There it is.
Oh, amazing.
だか
All right.
ら、
Yep. So y'all get ready to
セーフってことでいいですか
jam
ね。
I'm away in the chat.
Get your dancing emotes ready, everybody. You donated for this. Let's see it.
All right.
お
All right.
この
Let's see
人
here.
が桜田
Choose
さ
that
ん。
option. You get to see the magnificence. And I can't dance
Oh,
either, so you
my
get to deal with this as well.
ダンスパーティー、ダンスですか。
Da,
It's perfect. Freaking love Bosun in this game.
Unfortunately, that is not the inputs that I need to click on, but
しかし、このビットウォーの、
That's okay.
ボ
It's
ル
all
ソ
for the good fun in the
ボル
end.
ソンダイスパーティー、つまり日本語訳すると桜田ダン
So
スパ
Nat
ーティ
talks
ー
to
は、
Bosun here to start the Terrytown
ホ
quest.
ーストさんがダンスするってこと
And
です
she
か
will
ね。
talk to Hudson here as well very soon here after sleeping in the fire here at the
リ
campfire.
リンクにダンスモーションがあるのかと思いきや。
Now, Nat, I don't know if you've mentioned did you mention the name of your own dog in your room right now?
yeah, so this is Livy, who conveniently re-situated herself, so she's barely in frame. But yeah, she is a cattle dog mix, and yeah,
Aww.
she's 4 years old, so she's a big old baby. And I took her on a nice long walk for both of us to calm our nerves before this. So she is tuckered out.
ピンク
But
色が
besides
始まっ
her,
た。
actually the usual oops. Oh, Hudson. The usual streaming buddy I have in here is my
あ
cat
バイ
named
クさん
Cleo.
だからここで家が入
Where
ると
if for anyone who may be part of my community and subbed, Enviro4 Clink Clonk. Oh my goodness. Okay. Usually I can talk and do this menuing, but I am struggling right now. But yeah, so she is my 16-year-old cat, and she's the real streamer of the EnviroNat channel. I just happen to like
僕らが
be
パパ会うために
on-screen
家にダン
entertainment
ス
while
を
she
するっ
sleeps.
ていう
So
のもあるがここで家を建
Now,
て
Nat
る
has
の
been doing
も
all of the dialogue here. She has given the rupees to Bosun to start the Terrytown quest. And she's talked to Hudson to start getting him to Terrytown and start building the whole town. Which is going to be very important for the very end of the run. Because if Terrytown is not built, the last dog of this run will not
なるほ
spawn in.
ど
all day today, that wind bomb has just been like, no, we're not gonna work first try.
桜田さん also that
Y'all, we are less
桜
than $100 away from
育てて無駄に
72,000.
し
You are
ます
doing amazing with these
なる
donations.
ほど物はいいよう
Going
で
for
すね
that 75K for Tears of the Kingdom.
Hell yeah.
しない
Let's hear some more pets,
犬が
some more doggos, cattos.
犬
All
が
the pets
出
are
ない
always wonderful.
I've got some more to read if you have time.
In a second.
No problem.
I'll throw it to
なるほ
you.
どどっち
No problem. Take your
に
time.
するにしろこの
Yeah, we're about to see
ネギ
Mimi
レストラン
and
パ
dog.
スを不可避だと
If she loads in, there she is.
Hopefully I behave.
桜田さん食べに出ちゃったの
Hopefully, yeah, you sometimes like to be a little bit of a pain. I hate to say it, but yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yes,
like-
food likes to roll
ちょっと待っ
here,
て
and
おっ
the
さん
dog
を
doesn't
育
want
成
to
すると
cooperate.
村が出てきて 犬が産む。
So before
うん。
before IST,
あ、
I
本当
believe
にわかり
runners
やすくあり
typically
が
use
とうございます。
apples
Mhm.
instead. But
ちょっ
apple,
と
oh, Mimi's being a
若
little
干引っ
bit
か
of
かるものを感じますけ
Oh,
ど。
being a
of
little
course I am.
indecisive.
Oh,
はい、
darn.
違う。旅に出たのは
Here we
え
go.
のきだ。
But
弟子の方で
apples,
すか。
as you see with the wind, can often just like roll
な
away.
るほど。
And so they're a little more finicky to use, whereas the
桜
chicken,
田
you
さん
just
は
plop it down and it stays plopped.
踊って居残り。あ、そう
And
か。
so, yeah,
確か社長さんってことですよね。あ、で、そしてここ
There we
で
there we go.
羊
And
が
I
いるのを尻目に
Mhm.
yeah, some
Come
things you
on.
don't think about until you start running.
Hey, I ate the food in the end. I
なん
was a
かす
pretty
ご
good
い
girl.
ネタバレを見てしまったような気も
You
します
did.
が、
You ate your dinner. I would say I give you dessert, but I gotta keep moving, so.
気にしないけど、あえてこう突っ込まないでおこう。
Okay.
Right here, Nat is going to perform another wind bomb to get over to the top of the observatory. Is it the observatory?
日本
The very top of the hill over
では
here.
全員だで終
And
わる名前なん
so
です
she needs
ね
that。spot again. For another wonderful
Oh.
bliss spot. This trick is amazing for this category, honestly.
ビットウォーで
Okay, that's
ボル
okay.
ソンダンスって書いてあったので、ボルソンが
Yeah,
誰かを
sometimes it's hard to know whenever you have a bomb out still.
特定するのに非常に時間がかかりまし
Have
て
it、to the best of us.
検索して
There we go.
出てきた画像を見比べて、
GG's.
あ、これは多分桜田さんだって
First try every time.
Yeah, definitely first try. Yes.
ようや
She's
く
gonna
特
run
定
up to the
に
hill here. She's gonna find a nearby rock here. And at the
That's
rock
all.
surface, you'll be able to grab bliss
Oh.
here.
という裏話があります。
We
Mhm.
get a panic blood moon. Yay.
英語版だとなんだっ
Mimi,
け
do you
な。
want
We
to
always
describe what
get it.
happened there?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
一人名前
I was
忘
just
れました
saying
け
you
ど、もう
could
一人
describe
カーソンさん。
the panic blood moon fed. Occasionally
Wait,
happens
really?
here, or
Or
a little bit
might
later in
happen.
the run, or sometimes just doesn't happen.
これ
Mhm.
何々さんで
Definitely.
終わ
Yeah,
る
we always
名前だった
at
っけ
least get one in this whole run because the game is trying to load in things. Usually how blood moons work in this game, similar also to TOTK
この辺の
actually,
違いも
is that the game is trying to reload any assets, so like
Vocalize の
monsters that you may have
楽しみです
defeated,
ね。
items, and etc., or treasure chests and etc. And so the game's way of resetting all this stuff is by using blood
mo-
moons, but sometimes panic blood
英
moons
語
will
版は
happen from time to time.
ボルソン、
うん
ハド
Going
ソ
for
ン、
execution of her bliss here.
カ
Now
ー
this
ソン
is
の
probably the
3人だそうで
longest
す。
bliss in my knowing, at least from what I know,
調べ
in
る
the
過程で、
run.
はい、
And it
出て
takes
き
her
ました。
all the way around this mountain
全員
here,
そうです。
past the sea here, all the way to the Akawa region. It's a really long bliss, honestly, and it's notorious for
本当、
losing some
英語版
time
で
if
も
you
統
end
一
up
され
missing
て
it、here, unfortunately.
もう逆
Hence
に
why
ミ
I
リ
did
知
an
らず
emergency
が調
save
べるときは非常
just
に
in case
Mm.
something happens, because I do not know where the autosave was
検索が大
before
変で
this.
した。
But this could be a good time for a dono.
Yes, perfect time.
Definitely, yeah. We've still got some of those lovely dog donations coming in. We have $111.11 from Anonymous for their dog saying, DJ, the miniature schnauzer, she loves snacking on edamame. Thank you for that donation. We also
ある意
have
味、
$25 from
一覧
Droth
とか
the
では
Destroyer.
また
Shout
楽
outs
しい
to
で
my
す
rescue
ね。
dog,
とても
Finn McCool.
あ
He's overcome some
他のゲー
big
ムの名前
fears in 1 year.
みた
A
いに
Doberman puppy is a lot more work than the 3-year-old lab I thought I was getting.
名
But I
前の
can't wait to
違い
see
と
where
か
the
地名の
sweetest
違いと
dog's
か見る
wild
のも
ride
楽しい
takes
で
me
すね。
next. Thank you
Oh,
so much
that's
for that
so
donation.
sweet.
Y'all, we're just under $100 away from that $72,000 mark. We are working towards that $75,000 goal for Tears of the Kingdom. We definitely want to make that. We want to see it. Y'all don't want to miss it. It's going to be the first time Tears of the Kingdom will be shown as a speedrun on the GDQ stage. Make sure to get those donations in, and thank you so much for watching and supporting our stream.
ゼルダも3の、
72K and definitely Tears of the
Amazing.
Kingdom. Amazing game. Now here, Nat, you're coming up to another doggo right here.
I
You
am.
want to share the name for this doggo here?
This one is named V,
あ
named after
地味
another
に
dog.
アイテム
His
抱えら
name,
れるのいいですね。あ、
Vivian Knight. I'm not used to saying her full
Wow.
username, but yeah.
今までと
Yeah, all the doggos are named
明らかに
after
毛色が違い
various
ますね。
mods and VIPs of my channel.
茶色
And
い。
also just other people too. Yeah.
Really wholesome for the community,
そ
definitely.
れぞれ
Unless they're
実在の
misbehaving and then it
み
becomes,
んな
you
が
know, a
持っ
little
てたんです
contentious.
モ
But
デルなし
we would
なんです
never,
ね
never be contentious in my channel now. Mm-mm. There definitely is no memery that goes on
あ
at
れ
all.
今一瞬
Definitely no
宝
rioting
箱蹴っ
either.
たリンク足抱えてませんでした気のせい見間違いかな
Okay, I don't know.
There you go. Oh, and yeah, there's where the
Oh,
bomb
no.
is being finicky here. This is why square bombs are kind of nice because they don't roll.
あやっぱ痛いんですね
Perfect. That's gonna make her
話し
way
合う
actually to
な
one of my favorite spots in this whole game, Terrytown.
足と
Absolutely Terrytown. And
いい
she's gonna have her
ないと
first
痛がるっ
talk
てことは
with Hudson
準
here
備すると
to
痛がら
start
ない
off the
と
Terrytown side quest here.
I have some great news too. We just hit $72,000
Let's go!
donation
Wait,
total.
細かい
Amazing job. Thank you so much.
いつ
We're
振り
less
込み
than
が
$3,000 away from that Tears of the Kingdom bonus run. Let's keep it up. I know we can make it. Let's keep up.
メイ
the
ドの皆
momentum.
様いらっしゃいませ楽しんでいってく
Now
だ
it's
さい
important for Nat to talk to Hudson here, so that Hudson's the
会
whole
社は
side
ブレバイ
quest
ミリス
start,
ラー
stuff
勢なの
starts
で
here, but it's gonna start all of the NPCs that we need to gather for the
ミリス
Terrytown
社
side
で
quest.
したら
And
お手伝い
this
し
is
て
a
いただ
great.
けると
This is a spot that we
嬉
come
しい
back
です
to several times in the run. We're gonna make sure that
な
the
るほ
menuing is
ど
correct here,
今日
give
も
all the
から
wood and etc. And
売
etc.
り上げると
And honestly,
確
who
か
doesn't
に
love
あの
Hudson?
宝
Hudson is
箱大
amazing,
きいですし
wonderful.
なんか
Okay. Miss Tree does not want to be
Wait.
bumped down. It
警
is
察っぽい材質
revolting.
Oh, yes, it is.
に見えますしね
I've never seen
Interesting.
that tree do that before. Okay,
Haha, it's GDQ, right?
of
Rainbow
course.
does, yeah.
こんな技でを
I have other trees that do this in this run, but not this one typically.
宝箱の開け方にもパターンがめちゃくちゃあると
Gonna do another wonderful wind bomb
あ
here.
かんで開ける
Another spot.
殴っ
Make
て
your way
Now
over
go to-
to a nearby shrine here. That's gonna be very important for this whole run as well. The shrine at the very top of the hill here is needed to be teleported back to whenever we grab all the NPCs, come back to Hudson,
筋肉
talk
じゃない
to
金
him
属っ
after
ぽ
we
いか
grab
ら
the NPCs. Perfect landing here. Good job.
はい
And
ねえ
etc.
すねとか下手に
Now
当
she's
てたら
also
痛
going to
い
be
で
using the
すね
shrine for a really nice bliss spot here. I actually don't like using this one. And Nat is pretty good at it, but
時
here
間
we
が
go.
大切な
Yeah, let's see.
RTA なの
Definitely,
で
that is not what
今に
the
至
world
るま
record
で
runner does or like top runners,
Power
but it
Honda.
works for me. So
Definitely.
まあ宝箱開けるときは痛いけ
it's,
ど
it's hard to see
自分は
where
ね
to
こうや
step
っ
up
て
because that's the part of the bliss setup is that you are
空
able
を
to do a step up motion
ね
animation
水平
and
飛
that's what
行
enables you to launch
を
which is
で
kind
き
of
る
nuts
か
that you
ら
can use the shrine
ただなく
sort
て
of
も
pedestal thing like that
大丈夫
as a step up point.
なのかな
I mean, you also saw that there's like a cliff that I somehow there is a step up point that is very specific if you are in the bow mode to be able to access. Whoop, hello, chickens.
Yeah, Link's
なるほど、
collision
ここらは
in this
ファストラテル
game
の
is kind of nutty, isn't it?
おー
Because obviously Breath of the Wild is such a normal game with no glitches and everything, right?
Yeah, never any issues.
Never.
指に
Now,
ね
now, who are you
アイテ
feeding
ム
right
複
here?
数個になる
This
と
is Ian, so
いちいち
Oh,
はい
帰っ
wonderful,
てくれる
Ian.
のいいですねてか
Anyway,
後ろ
my
にいる
stream is
の
one of my
羊さんですか
we have very
ものすごい
mother-sister
丸々と
sort
し
of
た
antagonistic relationship.
なんか
So,
世界一
and
大
it's
きい
very
猫み
fitting
たい
because
な
that split tends to be a pain in the butt anyway. So, yeah, it works
感
out.
じの生き物がモフモフが
I have an
It goes
update
in.
for you all as well on the Fire Emblem Engage Watch the Bad Ending
羊も
incentive.
ヤギ
We're
も
so
いる
close to $1,000
また痛がっ
raised
て
for
る
that out of the 3,500 needed. And again, if we meet that incentive, we'll watch the secret bad ending of Fire Emblem Engage.
wow.
So make sure to get those donations in. And remember, if you put that donation towards that incentive, it's also going towards our 75,000 needed for Tears of the Kingdom, which is coming up very soon. So make sure to get those donations in. We are flying through. I love it. We're almost halfway through 72,000.
岩山も
On our
登
way
れ
to
てる
73.
宝
Let's
箱を
go.
開けたら痛いリンク
Nice. Let's get there. Hmm.
口笛吹いてる
Nat just did a wind bomb to get over here to this
な
side
なんか
here.
探索して
To
る。
get even
変
higher
わん
in
な。
elevation here is going to be needed for her to eventually make her way to the Elden region.
あれ、
Good
揚げて
safe
るの
stake
鶏肉なん
here,
ですか？
safe spot
え、
here.
鶏肉
Yep,
を
this
に
one's a
煮て
little
揚げちゃい
finicky
け
to
ないの？
get, but
Yes, it
それが
is.
存じ上げませんでした。
Link really doesn't
私は
like this small
ま
little
あ
hill
気がします。
sometimes.
okay, that's
ちょっと揚
good.
げていけないけど、ハイラルのワンコは鶏
I'm
肉
gonna eat
大丈
some.
夫。もしくは、
Ideally, I can get enough height where I don't have to. I can just automatically
我
be
々が
launched
知
up
る
there,
鶏
but
肉とはまた違
that's
う肉
fine.
か
I
も。
will take this.
鶏肉あ、口笛吹きながら走る
Ways
ス
to
タミ
live
ナを
over
承知
there.
しない。 なんか
Nat's
そうい
going
う、
to perform
そうい
another
う技
bliss
確
here
か
on the side of the wall here.
聞いたことあります。
That is going to take her all the way into the
なん
Elden
か
region.
Wait.
And
続
if
編
you
で
guys
なくなっ
remember
た
from
技で
playing
す
this
ね。
game, is that the Elden region is kind of hot actually.
鶏肉
And we
肉では
that's
なく
okay.
骨
I
がダ
think
メ
you got
と。
it again. There we go.
あ、確かに
I want to use this. I want to use the circle bomb on this one
骨
for sure.
臭いですもん
Okay,
ね。
square bomb. Here we go.
なるほど。成分的な面以上に。なるほ
Perfect.
ど。
Now it's gonna fly her whole
う
way
ん。
into the Elden region. It's gonna be
十
scorching
分
hot
加熱
there.
された
We're
骨
gonna
だっ
be
たらね、
racing
人
against
間で
time
も
here to make sure
噛
that
み
Nat
砕
doesn't burn up
けなく
along
も
with
な
her
いです
spear
か
and
ら、
etc.
ワンコは
In
ず
the
ると
very scary part in the
危ないです
run,
ね。
I think Nat can probably relate as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because you lose health very quickly in this region. She
あ、
is
で
trying
も、
to make her
あれ、
way
鶏肉
over
だ
to our first
か。てっ
NPC.
きり他の肉だと思い
Goron's
込んでま
is
した。
gonna make his way back to Terrytown to help build it.
お、なんか、火山地帯っぽいところに。
This is why the
お、
chickens are
の
kind of
マイ
great
ン。
here to have extra food for health
あ、
here.
鉱山ですかね。え、鉱山？え、
And this is a
Perfect.
reason.
No,
This is one of
no.
our reasons that we need a time cycle. Is
Mhm.
this guy is working during the day
ここの、
and is just relaxing during
こ
the
こ
night.
のイベ
So
ントは夜限定。
Yes, the only time to talk to him is during the night.
ということは
Go ahead. I
必
was just
須
gonna
イベ
say,
ントなんですね。
I guess it really is flame fatales right now.
yeah.
Definitely.
木製装備だと燃えるのここ。え、そこまで
Just
芸
for
が
a
細
moment
かい。
though, because yeah.
Now, a neat little fact
あ、
about
て
this
か、
part, though, is
あ、
that
確
every
かに
time
なん
you guys
か、
grab
背負ってる
an
棒が燃え
NPC
て
for
る
a
よう
Terry
な。
side quest, you actually hear the tune of the Terrytown music. One thing that I really freaking love about the Terrytown side quest, Terrytown itself, is the music in that
体が
town.
燃えてい
It
ますが、
likes
肉を食べれ
to.
る。怖い
The
です。
composers did great for this area in
な
the game,
るほ
where
ど。
they brought in all of the music from each of the different regions for each of the different races, and like the
つい
Zora,
数日前に、体
etc.
が
And the Gorons
燃え
and
てい
etc.
る
And it's just
キ
a
ャラクタ
wonderful
ーが出
place.
てく
It's a
る漫
wonderful
画を
place.
読んだ
I
せ
mean,
い
the
で、
victim.
私事
Yeah.
ながらちょっとドッキリ
Nat's
しており
made
ま
her
す。
way with the shrine teleported and everything. Very important to come back to Terrytown several times throughout the run.
あ
She's gonna come back here.
な
She's
る
gonna
ほ
talk
ど。
to Hudson. And we're gonna get the next NPC
交通と
started
いうイベン
by
トの
talking
関
to
係
Hudson
で
here.
先
Talking
の
to Hudson twice.
Yeah.
イベントはやる必要があっ
Always
たと。
twice. And it's so sad whenever you forget to do it because it just kills your run instantly because you have to go back.
お、
It happens to the best of
ルー
us.
ルの中で
Yes, if
金
you don't
属
talk
素
to
材
him
つけると
twice
優
and you
先
try
し
to
て
go up to the
雷が直撃。
NPC, it is not gonna work, and that
何
is
の州は
a run done or gone,
あ
I guess you could
昔
say that.
ねえ、スーパーファ
Now
ミコ
Nat is
ン時
teleporting
代
back
に出た
to
某
Cryonis Shrine. As I said
有名
before,
RPG
at the
の
beginning of the run, Nat
4
had
作目
to
で
leave the
も
tower to
ね
get Cryonis Shrine
金属系
for
装備が
grabbing a really
つけ
good bliss
が入
spot
れない
here
とかいうダン
to
ジョンあり
make
ま
her
したけ
way
ど、
to the Gerudo area, if I remember correctly. That's where you're going
な
next,
かな
right?
か珍しいギミック、細かいギミックですね。
Yes. Going to Gerudo next.
Perfect.
We are going to be feeding the Joshi dog now.
Perfect dog.
生で、
And when you have time for some
肉
more
は生で
donations
食べら
too.
れるけど、料理もちゃんとでき
Sure.
ると。
In one
できるけ
second,
ど、
once I
料
get
理
the
する
bliss
時間がもっ
going.
たいないから
Actually,
生
you
で
can
食
go
べて
ahead
る
and
か
start reading out some donos.
Sure, I have
Yes.
so many of these lovely pet donations coming in. We have $100 from Big B, the Husky Shepherd.
そう
Here's
ですね、鶏
$100
肉。
for my sweet
ただ
boy,
この
Big
リン
B.
ク
He's
さ
sleeping
ん
on the couch right
は、
now, but he absolutely
ね、
loves all other dogs.
それ
Thank
な
you,
りの
Big
訓練を
B.
受けたリンク
We
さんな
also
の
have
で、
$125 from the Ward family,
訓練を
saying
受けて
we
ない
have
我
three
々は
female
生
guinea
肉、
pigs,
生
Whiskey,
肉、
Pepper, and Cricket.
生
All
の
say we
強い
want
肉
some
は
tears of the
食べ
kingdom.
ないように気をつけま
And
しょう。
speaking of female, we do have that Fire Emblem
そう
Engage
なら
choose
ば
the main
赤身、
character's gender mid-war, and female is handily in the
ね、
lead right
赤
now with
身肉も
$235, male with $100. If you want to seal that in for
多
female,
少
go
は
ahead
火を
and
通し
make
た
sure to get those
上、
donations in and add the
もの
incentive
がい
to
い
your
と思います。
donation.
Right here, Nat is going to be feeding another dog. The chickens. Now, who are we seeing here right now, Nat?
This is Joshi right now, or Feshi.
That's true. Yes.
Yeah.
なんだっけ、
We have time for another donation.
Oh, definitely. Still so many lovely
今のところ
donations
一
coming
番
in.
よ
We
く見
have
る
$5
白
from
黒カラ
Marshmallow
ーリング、
Smelter saying,
カラーリング、
donating for
サ
my
ンタさ
doggo
ん。
Tank, a lanky shelter mix named after the Cowboy Bebop intro, less than 3. And oh my goodness, we are less than $2,500 away from that Tears of the Kingdom bonus run. Thank you all so
宝
much
石
for your
も
generous donations. Let's
食べ
keep
ちゃ
them
う？
coming. Oh my gosh, we definitely want to see that Tears of the Kingdom run.
ハイラル人って、ハイラル人でいいのか？
Amazing. So
Right here, Nat's going to do another wind bomb and make her way over to the bazaar over here. Bazaar in the Gerudo area.
yes, let's go.
Nice.
食中毒とか、
And now,
ね、やっ
Chad,
ぱ
Chad,
生
we
肉は
gotta
怖いですからね、
gotta
本
get
当に。
ready because we're about to do something real fun, where we get to hear the camel. The camel
ね
go.
生肉を提供され、料理として提供されるお店もありますけど、そこはよほどね、
Perfect.
注意されてる
Yes, once you get close to this
ところな
area,
はずなので。
Nabor likes to be a little noisy, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
素人が
Like
手を出
causing
す
all
も
the
ので
dirt
は
to
ない
come
です。
up and all that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
Link.
プレイヤー人がというよりリンクが
Now,
おか
this
しい。
is a really important spot because
Oh,
Nat's
but
going to
they're
be
not
feeding a dog here, and she will also be grabbing the next NPC that we need for the Fairy Town side quest. Quickly after we hear Zelda talk to us here, actually.
Yeah. And also, yeah, you may notice the game is in German. That is because that is the fastest language for this category because of some of these cutscenes. I feel like most like Breath of the Wild speedrunners are accustomed to using French, although some of the longer categories they can like
入る
shake
の
it
いい
up a
です
bit.
ね。で、今
Whether
度は
I know Hundo
顔
tends
が
to
黒く
use
て尻尾が
English,
白く
and I
て胴
think
体
some
が
other
茶色の。
categories like all dungeons and maybe all main quests uses German as well. But I could be wrong in remembering that.
タヌキって愛称がついてるんですが。いや、で
I
も
also
実際
have
の
an
タヌキ
update
は
for you
ね、
guys on the
この
Fire
特
Emblem
徴が
Engage. Named
黒い
the
んで
main
すよ
character
ね。
Bid War, Zelda is
あ、
now
シュ
in
ガではな
second
いですよ。
place.
黒いんですよ。
Rinket is in first place.
Oh, nice.
So get those donations in and make sure to add the incentive if you
タヌ
want
キ
to
マニア
choose
の
the main character for Fire
会社
Emblem
は
Engage later tonight.
釘を刺しておきます。
And we are
Awesome.
less than 300 away from 73,000, y'all. Let's keep up this momentum.
Now, Nat, who did you just feed here? Who did
木
we
に
feed
当たっ
right
て
here?
る。
I just fed Noman, aka the real Noman, who between him
Noman.
and
Oh,
Requiem of Spirit taught
funny
me a
stuff
lot
happened.
of the tricks in this run. So,
Yes, they're
and also
wonderful.
you
Breath of the
two,
Wild speedrunners.
Mimi. The three of them are my muses. Also, I see that Livia's up and taking a little stretch.
This is the Gerudo that we're trying to
ね
grab for Terrytown.
Yep, and
There
I
she
love
goes.
that she wears high heels in the sand. Yeah, definitely something that all
Beautiful.
women or anyone just who wears heels would identify. You know, that is the perfect landscape for wearing heels.
かわいい。
Sarcasm.
Strong sarcasm.
おそらく犬がね、ワンコがね、
But hey, maybe this
この
is
宝
fantasy sand.
箱
Works differently.
お前いいやつだから、
Except you still
俺
need
の
the
非常
sand
の
boots
物や
somehow
る
for
よ
Link to be able to run across without
Yeah,
sinking.
yeah, that's
but
true.
出してくれるんでしょうね。
just throwing that out there.
The skill issue.
あでも、
Yeah,
肉
but
だ
as you
け
guys
で
can
回
see,
収
we've
され
been
るワ
coming
ン
back
コ。
to this same shrine several
白米いいんだ
times.
か
It's
悪いんだ
really
か。
key for being able to make it
いや、
faster way back to
そうなんです。
Terrytown here. Once again, we're going to talk to Hudson very soon here after this wind bomb. And we're going to start for the next NPC, which I believe is in the Rito village right now.
賢いですね。
No, actually. We do have to go to Rito
みんな
Village to get. Oh, the
みんな
NPC. Sorry,
さん、
Yes,
was
he
thinking
does.
食べるんですか？
Yes, yes, yes.
I heard
This one's for
NPC
Skydown.
and thought dog.
あ、でも、
That's okay, that's okay.
肉が一番
Yeah,
大好きというか、肉が一番効率がいいから肉をあげてる。
Let me know when you have some time for some more donations.
For sure, yeah. I'll be transporting in a
冒頭
sec.
から
Although-
たびたび出てくる
Okay, I'm
黒
talking
ひ
to
げ
him for a
で
third time just
What
because
is
sometimes you're
Mama?
just like, I don't remember how many times I talked to him.
肉屋さんか
Yeah,
何かです
go
か？
ahead and read out a donation.
Sure, we have so many lovely pet donations still coming in.
Oh.
Thank you all so much. We have $15 from Swanky Tiger, my super cuddly
みんな
amazing
生
dog
肉で
who
満
heard
足して
that
く
there
れ
was a
る。いい
speedrun
ね。
centered around giving good pups
確
treats
かに
and
好
had
き
to donate.
嫌いじゃない。
Alas, she doesn't have thumbs, and so I must donate for her. Her
鶴橋
favorite treats
を
are greenies, by the way.
猪木田
If
さ
you're
んです
loving
ね。
this run, keep the treats going.
Oh, yeah.
旅に
We also have
出ちゃっ
$25
た
from
猪木
Ergo
田さんだ。
James. Shout outs
ダ
to
メだ。
all the good dogs
そっか、あ
out
の人
there.
が
And a
猪木田さんだ
special
ったの
one for
か。
my little guy, Engo Bengo. Thank
ちょ
you
うど
so
名前
much.
が一致してなかった
What
で
a
す。
name.
申し訳ない。
We're less than 200 away from that. Oh, sorry, excuse me, jumping up
倉
here.
田
Less
さん
than
の
100 away from that
お弟子
73,000.
さんの
Wow,
猪
this
木田
is
さん。
flying up. Thank you all
よう
so
やく
much
カードの名前が
for
一
trying
致
to
し
hit
て
that
覚えました。
75,000 for that Tears of the Kingdom bonus game run. Thank you all so much for your generosity. Let's keep it going for
あ
Malala
の
Fund.
鶴橋はそういうことなのね。
Nice. Let's get that. Let's get that.
あんまりね、
Now, Nat
建
is
築で
performing another
鶴
bliss
橋。
here. What is going on? Remember for ease and etc. to make her way all the way around Satori and
そうそうの、あ、
eventually
本当だ。
to the Rito area.
ちっちゃいけど、なんか、
Yeah, I would say this is
なん
probably
とか
the
いらっし
second
ゃいます
longest
ね。
bliss in a
Yes, I
game.
do. Mm-hmm.
お、システム的に調理済みの肉を置くことはできません。なるほど。
But yeah, as we're passing by the Satori Mountain here, interesting fact about this run is that previously, as Nat had mentioned about the apples before, we
そう、ゲーム
as
的
runners
な
we
制
used
約
to
が
come back to Satori here to
で
grab
言う
all
よう
of the
に、
apples
現在
in
細
the
かい設
apple
定が設
forest
定され
at
て
the
る
top
け
of the
ど、
mountain here, as well as chopping a lot
調
of
理は
wood
あげら
here,
れない。
much needed for the run.
っていう
But
制限が
obviously now that is not the case anymore. We get to save
ね、
on
割
that
とな、
and
そうで
use
すね。
ISC to give our
トースタ
wonderful
ーさんの
doggles chicken and be able to obtain the wood
家
that
あ
way
たりの
instead.
奥に動いてるモフ
See,
モフ
we
が
end up saving trees
ね
for this run now with IST. So,
Yeah, because we use magic. It's perfect.
magic.
Perfect for the environment. Magic.
If only. Oh, hello, Lionel. Don't mind us.
There he goes.
かなり普通に
I also
渡
had a
る
quick
と危な
update
そ
on
う
that
な
Fire
橋
Emblem
が
Engage. Watch the bad ending incentive. Y'all have been putting some great money towards that. We're at
噂の
$1,370
口頭で切られた名
out of
前
the
がチャット
$3,500
内の
needed.
名前が
Again,
ラ
if
イ
we
ネ
meet
ルさ
that,
ん
we'll watch
だ
the
から
secret bad ending of Fire Emblem Engage. And a reminder as well that you can donate towards that incentive, and all donations are also going towards Breath of the Wild $75,000 goal, which we are less than $50 away from hitting 73,000. Thank you all so much for all of your donations.
Amazing. That is coming up to the Rito
え、シー
area
クレット
here.
バードエンディ
You
ング
will be needing to do a couple things here. The NPC Rito person
ア
here
ルテンドなんで
does
すか
not really
Zelda.
like Link not having any
ブレワイ
clothes.
は
So she will be needing to buy some clothes here before
ライネルさん
he
めっちゃ
gets to
強
speak
い
to him. If not,
雑
he
魚
will
最
not talk to her.
そう
Well, talk to her. Talk to
な
Link,
ん
I
かお
guess.
たき火
There's
が
a funny thing about this game that the game interacts differently
何
whether
あれ
Link
は
has
鳥
clothes
か
or not,
違う
and so this is one of the instances.
なんだ飛行機でもない
Sure,
な
See the bird
なんだ
over
あれは
there.
I know. I love seeing the bird move. It just like floats across the screen because it's just so confused of
Yes.
what's going on.
Yeah,
Oh.
sometimes because of the loading stuff going on here, Metal will like to swoop in and out there,
な
but
る
it didn't
ほ
happen
ど
this time, unfortunately.
I was 50 rupees short, so.
あ飛行機か7でしょう関係ない
Yeah,
んで
it's
すね
perfect that you're able to grab the star fragment from one of the previous dog pressures to be able to sell for this.
すごく楽しい時間でしたが
Where am I going? Ha ha ha.
会社こ
I don't know
こ
why I
の
just
辺
kept
り
going
で
there.
交
Oh
代
well.
となります。
It happens sometimes.
助けてくださった方々ありがとうございました。引き
We're
続
close
き
here.
お楽しみくださいませ。
I know,
で
finally
は失
talked
礼い
to
た
us.
し
Perfect.
ます。
Yeah, he will literally say, "Don't talk to me until you have clothes on." So, yep.
It's perfect.
And then we wave goodbye. And that's our last NPC we talked to.
Yeah, in previous versions of this category, we would always grab the Nintendo Switch shirt actually right outside of the bomb shrine, which was perfect because we needed clothes to be able to talk to this guy. So
はい、ここから司会
until this
私、天気で
until
お
this
送りいた
version
し
of the
ます。
category, then we ended up grabbing the retail clothes here.
ここはリト村です
Now
ね。
Nat's making her way up the stairs here to grab another bliss spot to another stable that's kind of a long ways here, but with bliss, that is like no problem, honestly.
I want to use you.
防寒着買ったってことは、多分、雪原の馬宿行くのかな。
What's this happen?
あそこ寒すぎるんで。
I feel like a lot of us have different routes for getting over to this next stable, but this is whatever I've kind of deduced for me works for now. Oh, hello. I haven't hit that
Definitely, if it
rock.
works, it works.
Gonna get some more speed again.
ああ、そういうこ
Yes,
と。
sometimes
ブラ
whenever
鳥
Link
動かすのに。
collides against something
あ
while
あ、は
he's
い
in
は
bliss,
い。
he will lose his speed, so you have to pick up his speed again, etc.
そのための服か。
This would probably be an okay time to put in a couple donuts here.
Oh,
今
certainly. We
北
have
東の方
so
に行って
many
るから、
wonderful
どうだろ
donations
う。
coming in. We have $50 from Anonymous. My husband and I are dog sitting, so we have 4 dogs with us right now.
Oh my
できただから。
Gus,
うん。
Lola, Milo, and Scallion. Love that name.
Oh my
We are
God.
all
Aw.
snuggled up on the couch together and are all hoping we get to see Tears of the Kingdom, which we are
到着か
$5
な
away from 73,000 on our way to 75K. Wow, thank you all so much for your donations.
Wonderful.
Do you have time for another?
Sure, go for it.
あ奏者の方も犬飼っていらっしゃ
$25
る。
from Doodlebee saying shout outs to all the good puppers. I had a Yorkie Maltese mix as a kid named Lance. He was just a little guy with a big heart and huge personality. Miss ya, buddy.
Aw.
Less than 3. Thank you so
Beautiful.
much for your donations.
I hear Nat's gonna perform another bliss. I think he used a square bomb in this section, right? From the tree. This is the nice thing about Blizz, that you can literally use Blizz in many spots and etc. From trees, from hills, from rocks. There's so many different places that Lincoln can collide with and be able to fly in the air and go noob. But she's gonna use this to get some more distance going to get to the stable over here. And we actually have 2
制御がう
dogs
まいな。
here. One on either side of the stable coming up here.
As we feed those 2 dogs, I have an incredible announcement for y'all. We just hit
というわけで、ここ到着です。
$73,000
一応確かここ
Thank you all
2
so
匹いる
much.
かな。
You know what this means? Less than 2,000 to go to hit that Tears of the Kingdom run. First time we'll see a speed run of Tears of the Kingdom on the GDQ stage. Thank you so much, everybody. Let's keep those donations coming.
Beautiful.
We can read
Now,
one more
Nat.
too.
Who are we feeding right here, Nat?
Oh yeah, real quick. Yeah, this is BK, and then on the other side.
そうなんだ、初めて知った。
So my dear husband and partner.
あれ、トナカイか
Oh yeah,
And also tends to be the biggest pain in the game.
I have a PSA 10 special.
Yes.
Definitely
for
only in the
birthday
game.
gift.
Definitely not in real life too.
Definitely
My
not.
prized possession.
Pretty sure he's wonderful, right,
But
Veggie?
yours.
Anyways, this little area, a nice little fact about this
No,
area
okay,
is
no.
that because it is
Aw.
cold here, if you don't come here at the right time, your chicken that
I
you get
found
to
out
the
about
dogs here might freeze. So Nat was able to come here at the right time for it to be.
あ、タバンタヘラジカか。うん。ヘラジ
I
カ。
also have a,
We
a
were able to
collection of
feed veggie
comments.
here.
Like I need at least like one of each, and then
And you
there's
see,
like
there's even a
magic
third
carts
dog
where
here,
I
but
just
that third
hoard
dog
them.
does not lead
I
us to a
don't know
treasure.
why.
So alas, does not get chicken.
Okay,
Yes,
Well-
because not all the dogs
my
in
God.
in Hyrule actually give treasures,
I love it.
unfortunately. But they're all good puppers anyways.
Here's an example of vegetable being difficult. Oh, I thought he was
な
done.
かなか食べてくれませんね。
There we go.
Just the
そろそろか
the
な。
cracked out ones. Yes, yes,
You
yes, yes,
have time
yes.
for some more
Yes.
news here.
Sure, we can do a quick one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just a quick one that we have. It looks like we have a $5 donation train
Oh my
coming in.
God.
Wow, thank you all. We have $5 from Oscar424 saying,
My
"Chat friends,
favorite one that
let's get
he
a $5
did. My
treat train
favorite
at
Camille
110
one that
all
he
aboard."
did
And I
was
see these
like it
$5
was a
donations
Japanese
coming
one. It
in.
was
Wow, thank you
Japanese
all
only
so
because it was banned over
much.
here, but it's
Perfect.
it's moo moo milk, and it's
A little vegetable.
Good job, vegetable. Now, oh boy. Okay, right here, Nat's gonna do another bliss. She's gonna make her way to another stable across the land here, across the cliff here, Tanagar Canyon.
次は南の方ってことはどこだ？
We're coming up to, oh gosh, how many dogs have we gone through already? I feel like we've fed so many already.
This is gonna be number 14.
Yes, that's true.
No, 13.
That's
マリ
okay.
タもういたの
There's
かな？
so many of them. It's really hard to keep track of them sometimes.
あ、マリタ来ました。うん。
Oh,
Directly in the spirit. And
Do you
yeah,
have
we
time
can do
for
a
some-
dono right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. I was gonna say, we have $10 from Eliza saying 2 tickets for the $5 pet treat train. My dog Domino loves what we call yard bacon, aka whatever he finds in the neighbors' yards on
Aw.
walks. He also loves kitty treats of all varieties. Thank you, Eliza.
That's adorable.
And we are less than $700 away from 74,000. That is just the next step going on to 75,000. We are so close, y'all. Let's keep up
300
this
rupee.
amazing momentum. You are so amazing and so generous. Thank you so much.
Wow, we're so close. Honestly, I'm really looking forward to that Tears of the Kingdom run. I've been watching some speedruns from other people, and you guys are in
ウィン
for
ド
a
ウォーム
treat.
もうまい
People。at home, you guys are definitely in for a treat. Now, Nat is making her way on top of the stable here. For yet another bliss. These stables are actually kind of nice to use for bliss to cover long distances. Honestly, sometimes bliss can be a little bit finicky because you have to find the right frame and etc.
Sometimes I
Okay,
just
right now, with
do not do the
Yeah, go
right
ahead.
order buttons.
スパイラル城付近に
For
いた
me,
か
it's
ら
just yeah, but that's okay. We get it eventually. So. But yeah, here we say hi to Zelda, who is doing a great job
Zelda.
holding up back Calamity. While we are, yeah, we just wave and we're like, hey, we'll come see you in a bit. As we feed dogs. So
yeah, she isn't just holding back, you
う
know,
ん、これ。
evil with Ganon, etc. She'll be fine. We've
She'll
been
be fine.
feeding dogs all over Hyrule. Oh, she's in there.
森の馬宿
she
かな？
understands the severity of the situation here. Like, if their dogs are, oh wait, their dogs. Oh my gosh, speaking. Dogs are hungry right now, so we gotta. Come on, she
まだ
understands.
北東の方行
She's
ってな
been
か
doing
ったような
this
気
for 100
が
years.
し
She can
ま
hold
す
on a little bit longer.
The kingdom is saving in more ways than one.
Yeah,
Definitely.
exactly.
Oh my gosh, everybody. We just got $500 from Anonymous, and we are so close to
Oh my gosh.
74,000 out of the 75 needed for that Tears of the Kingdom run. Thank you so much for that donation. We are so
Let's go.
close. Can we hit that
Thank you so
75K
much.
by the end of this run, y'all? That would be amazing. I would love to get to celebrate that with all of you.
Nice. Now, who are we feeding here, Nat? What do we got here?
We are feeding a Biku,
Oh, Biku.
who technically redeemed the split name is a Biku is Nat's favorite because he very much wanted me to
そうです
acknowledge
ね。っていう2%先
fact.
日のイエス様でも行われておりました。
And this will be our last wind bomb. So
Yes, at least At least not before the one
Oh,
that
true.
you do to go back to Terrytown. Exactly.
That is
That's
true.
the
Yeah.
last wind bomb. That's
Yeah,
okay.
it is. I only recently got more consistent at doing a wind bomb for that one. So
Amazing news,
Yeah,
y'all.
yeah.
We have hit $74,000 raised
so
for
fast.
Malala
Oh
Fund.
gosh.
That means we are less than $1,000 away from hitting that Tears of the Kingdom bonus run. Thank you all so much. Let's keep it up. Let's try to get it by the end of this run. I would love to celebrate it with you, Nat, and everyone on the call.
Perfect.
yeah.
Now, the reason that Nat wind bombed over to this hill is so that she could have enough height to reach over to the next stable that she's coming up to using Bliss here. This would probably be a good time for
ほん
another
と
double.
南
It's
の
gonna
方
be a
行った
long
ね。
trek here for her.
Oh my gosh, we have so many of these $5 donation train coming in. Thank you all. Every little bit truly helps. $5 from Anonymous came in with no comment. We have $25 from Dranzior saying choo choo. We have $5 from Cassasaur saying choo choo as well. $5 from Anonymous saying we knew we bliss 75K. We won't miss. Thank you all so much for this incredible train. You're making such a difference.
Oh, it's perfect.
湿原の
Now, Nat, who are we
馬
coming up
宿
to?
かない。
Who's our
This-
dog
今、
over
柏
here?
さんに爆弾当たった
This
ね
is。You dog goofed. So this is named after our friend Goofed.
Oh.
ここはあれか
Those are all such
な。
wonderful names from your community. They must be
今
wonderful.
月どんな感じか聞いてくれる
Maybe, at least, yeah.
か教えてくれるおじさんがいる
But
と
yeah,
ころ
this
だっ
is
たか
dog number 15. So we are approaching the last dog, which will be the Terrytown dog, who is named after a fellow streamer friend named Hammerhead Labs, aka Ryan. And though he specifically requested that the split be named,
いや、私はボットをやったんですけど、RTA をやってない身なんで、
so
今ちょうど開きながら、マップ見ながらここかなみたいな感じで。
And as we finish getting this treasure chest and go back to Terrytown, you guys will
確
finally
認してる
hear
ところです。
the end
どこだ
of
精
the
霊だな。さっきのタワーに戻りました。
Oh
戻
gosh,
ったね。
words. Oh my gosh, words are so hard. What I'm meaning to say is that Terrytown will finally have all the music. for the
左って
different
ことは、
regions.
あれの
There's
塔
such a beautiful tune there. Completely love this run for one of those reasons, other than just feeding all of the dogs here.
But yeah, thank you to all my community, by the way, who I have many viewers from the EU, and so some just stayed up
雷
really
鳴ってま
late
すね。
to try to watch, and I'm very grateful. And yeah, because this is a little late for me, even though I'm in the US. But
Oh, you're doing amazing. You're going speedy.
I don't know if I've had a thunderstorm here before. Again, gotta happen on a
Sometimes
GDQ
it
stage.
happen.
ああ、そこだね。力村。
That's coming up to the last dog here, which wouldn't have spawned if she hadn't completed the whole Terrytown side quest. It could be the number
ああ、ここは
16
天気固定なんですね。忘れてた。
The interesting thing about this dog here specifically, though, there is another dog here that likes to be a little naughty and try to eat Orion's food here, if I remember correctly.
Yep. Yeah, actually, something that, to the dismay of a lot of people, is
一気
you.
に2匹おる。
One of the faster strats is to actually shoot the other dog with an arrow, which thankfully, before there's rioting in the chat, thankfully the dogs cannot be hurt. They will make a very sad cry and run away, and they will bark at you. But otherwise, yeah, it is faster to get them out of the way. I chose to instead feed them both. But yeah, tends to be a pain for this dog because of the other dog present.
But you get to feed both doggos with chicken, so it's a wonderful end for this run here.
Yeah, and here we go. The timer
Oh my
ends
gosh.
as soon as we pull, as soon as I
ここ掘る
open
フラ
this
グ立っ
chest.
たから掘る。
Yeah, we're almost done here. We're literally at the
two,
end.
Just saying, we
One,
just hit
and done.
75K. Time.
あ、これでラストですね。はい、グッドゲームです。
25K, thank you all so much.
Amazing.
We got Tears of the
Oh my
Kingdom.
god.
Wow, thank you so much. We get to see Kate running that next. Thank you all so much. What a way to end this run.
Oh my gosh, perfect.
Maybe we did it.
Hitting that
Ladies,
75K
yeah.
right at the end of that. Thank you all so much. Incredible. And thank you, Nat, for that incredible dog percent speed run. It was so much fun.
Good job, Nat. You did great.
Thanks, Mimi. Mimi was virtually holding my hand the entire time. And so grateful.
All the way, the whole time.
Yep. Even while I was
Really good
blissing.
run.
Thank you, Kate. But yeah. I guess I can mention a little bit. Yeah, besides Dog Percent, I also do a lot of first playthroughs of the Zelda franchise, as well as environmentally sort of interesting games, as well as viewer choice games, including I just got a viewer redemption today to play Earthbound. So games like that, because my childhood was weirdly did not.
映画だけど心中もろもろ何も解決されないカテゴリーでしたね。
So, yep.
And then Mimi and Katie, did you want to give any final shout outs?
About ourselves?
Yeah.
でも一応写真撮るの楽しいんですよ、こ
As I
れ。
said before, I'm also another Breath of the Wild speedrunner. I dabble into more challenge runs. Recently beat Breath of the Wild with an ocarina as a controller. Really good friends with Nat for a very long time. Freaking love her, and she did amazing in this run today.
You really
Love you,
did
Mimi.
do amazing.
And, as for me, I think I'm good. I'll be here. Y'all will get enough of me. But really good run. You did a really good job.
Yeah, Kate's got to go start setting up for her next run. Coming up next, y'all. Thank you so much. Any other final shout outs before we let you go?
Yeah, just thank you so much, Flame Fatales and GDQ, and just so stoked. I mean, and thank you, viewers and donators, like viewers for watching, people for donating. That like we hit it right as the run ended. That's so epic. And yeah, thank you again for my community who's here. So #wapata.
Thank you so much, Nat, for that incredible run. Let's give another
と
round
いうわ
of
けで
applause
画
and
面
shout
戻
out
っ
to
た
Nat for that
戻りましたね。
wonderful
はい。
Breath of
で
the
は
Wild
以上、
All Dog Treasures run.
ゼ
Thank
ル
you
ダの
so
伝
much
説
for
ブレ
all
ス・オ
your
ブ・ザ・ワイル
incredible
ド
support
オールド
and
ト
all
レ
the
ジャーで
wonderful
し
pet
た。
donations. I've loved reading
次
them
のタイ
all.
トルの
We
準
got
備してまいり
$10
ます。
from
一旦
Bobby
失礼いた
saying,
し
"For
ま
my
す。
sweet old dog Taima, who passed away at 15.